Welcome to the Abby and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's sex.
Oh!
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, yeah, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, yeah, Jimmy Tranny pawning. Opie like brother man, Aunt wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
Turn my headphones up.
There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you're feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking Jim's trying to get blown. Then we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Booga, booga, booga.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Thank you, Larry King. Thank you, 50 Cent. And thank you, Mike Tyson. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Goodness gracious.
How's everyone doing?
All right. We're back broadcasting to you, the people of America.
I'd be better if I could read this letter.
What letter?
I got a piece of fan mail, and I'm trying to sign a photo for this guy.
Fan mail from some flounder?
And he wrote it, and I appreciate your fan mail, but it was written by, like, it's like a manifesto.
Oh, that's mental patient writing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a little creepy.
Like little tiny cursive,
Yeah.
OCD. I think OCD almost. Gotta keep it perfect on the line.
It's a long letter,
It's
too,
crazy,
man.
Person.
Yeah.
Long letter.
You know, thought before the show we were joking with Jake LaMotta, and I was talking about Sugar Ray Robinson. I was watching Sugar Ray Robinson footage, and
Right.
Travis said, "Who's he?" So I gave some shitty answer because I thought he was joking. And it's like, you really never knew who Sugar Ray Robinson was?
I was never a boxing fan.
No, but I mean, he just. I'm just not.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
way
shitting on
before
him.
all of our times.
Yeah, so when you hear Sugar Ray, you think Leonard.
I think
know?
Leonard,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Leonard got his name from Sugar Ray Robinson, right?
Yeah, I'm just amazed.
So we got Jake LaMotta coming in tonight. He's 92, 93.
Oof. I heard.
Good.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Kind of rough.
I know who Jake LaMotta is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's coming in?
Yeah.
All right. We'll have fun with him.
We'll have a blast. He's doing comedy now.
Yeah, huh?
He's got jokes on jokes.
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 Does he do any jokes during interviews?
Yeah, he's got a. Well, I don't want to blow his punchline. It's just a
Yeah.
sugar and diabetes joke to look forward to.
All right.
I only know. I listen.
Why do
to,
you think he's going to say it a few times?
Well, I listened to him on Ron and Fez, and
Could we have a game today? Guess how many times he says the same thing?
Is it like the Godfather of Goth bet that we had when the Poe movie came out?
Cusack.
John Cusack. Oh, was that awkward? Remember that?
The first 10 seconds of the interview.
I forgot about that.
I was like, oh my God, enough. And all he's been saying is a Godfather, Goth. And then he comes in and
John Cusack
said the line.
and said that it's that
Edgar Allan Poe, yeah.
was the
Edgar
Godfather.
Allan Poe is really the Godfather of God. It's like, oh.
We were just waiting for him.
And then
he
he
would say
even
it.
fessed up to it.
He finally
He
admitted
was
it.
like, yeah, well, you know.
He'll never come back, unfortunately. And I know he had a good time. He was
did,
definitely
yeah.
cool. But you know when these guys are one and done, right?
Yeah.
So we got Jake LaMotta today. We got Patton Oswalt. And we got Russell Peters. Nice.
Oh, is Russell here? I didn't know that.
This is going to be an easy show. It's going to be a real easy show.
Very cool.
I don't even want to say Jake LaMotta. I want to say Jake LaMotta.
LaMotta.
Right.
LaMotta. Watching that old time footage, man, the way those fucking announcers talk.
Old timey.
Oh, it's great, yeah. And LaMotta's in trouble. Oh, man, he's getting.
Wouldn't you love to go back in time and go to one of those old school fights?
Yeah.
Where the whole arena is smoky.
Wearing suits.
Yeah, it had, like gentlemen. How cool would that be?
There was a picture posted on one of those history things on Twitter.
Yeah.
History pics and stuff like that of some boxing match from.
Oh, yeah, I saw you tweeted that.
Oh, my God. They were bloodied. Like, just from head to toe, covered in blood. What was one of those 100-round fights that they used to have? And,
right.
Oh, God.
They pretty much wanted those guys to fight to the death.
Yeah.
It's amazing what Jake won 83 fights or something. And back then they were like fucking 15 round.
Yeah.
You know, you had to have your head knocked off before they stopped it. And to watch Ray Robinson beating him, and he went down once in his career. It was like I think his last fight.
And then
a fucking animal.
Who was saying right before the show that he fought 20 times in 1 year?
20 times in 1941.
He fought 20 times.
Before we were even in World War II, he was fighting like.
And then you're
20
lucky to get these guys fighting once a year.
I know.
Once every 18 months maybe if you're lucky.
Yep.
Holy fuck! He fought 20 times in 1 year.
I remember from Raging Bull there was a line that the announcer did, and I always remember it in the movie. And he said something about Ray and Jake, and he goes, "Nobody else will fight them, so they fight each other." And here they fought 3 weeks apart. 3 weeks apart. They fought.
You're not even healed.
Recovered, yeah.
That's so fucked up. He's a tough dude, obviously.
Watching him after the knockdown, I forget the guy's name who knocked him down. It was a final fight in Florida, I think. Watching Jake stand there, his right hand was on the ring rope because he was ready to go down again. And just he's trying to fight with his left hand, and this guy is just beating him with both hands because the guy was a younger middle. I think it was actually it might have been a light heavyweight. And it was really fucking awesome to see how tough this fucking guy was, man.
What year did he tap out?
I want to say 51 or 52.
Jeez, really?
We have it written down.
Look at those guys. They're covered in
blood. Amazing.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Those are good old days. Everyone's got a hat on. Everyone's got a fedora on.
Yeah, they all dress
it's
like
either a
that.
fedora or one of those extra read all about it hats.
Where have you been? It's coming back strong.
Oh, I know. Believe me. I hate those.
It's unbelievable.
Fucking dumb hats.
Yeah,
54.
This picture looks like it happened yesterday in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Nice.
1954, last fight.
Hey, really fast. Everyone's talking about the Happy Days thing we did yesterday.
Oh, man.
And we're going to put that on the podcast next week.
Ooh.
Because a lot of people have been asking for it. So, yes, that will be the podcast next week, which will come out on Wednesday. This week's is the Bill Burr one, right?
Yeah, it's Burr-centric.
Bill-centric.
Bill-centric.
Yeah.
Some of Bill's best moments from the Opie and Anthony shows on this week's Opie and Anthony podcast. Go get it, please. And spread the word we're doing a podcast, because I know, there's a lot of people that have tapped out of satellite radio just because they can't fucking afford it anymore.
Oh, man.
So at least they'll get a little taste every week. We do an hour and a half. I think this week's is almost 2 hours.
It's pushing it.
It's pushing 2 hours. But in general, it'll be about an hour and 15 every week, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So, all right. I think we should start with a sing-along today.
Yes.
God.
You don't like this?
No, not really.
I think not only should we start with a sing-along, I think we should play this a lot today.
Yeah, me too. This is the hottest shit out there right now.
This should have been the song of the summer.
Yeah, they were dumb to put it out now.
Officially, it's Blurred Lines, by the way, I guess.
Yeah.
Who decided that?
Billboard.
Billboard decides what the official song of the summer is?
I mean, it definitely was.
Yeah?
Definitely.
All right.
Unquestionably.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What was the song of the summer last year?
Oh.
Call Me Maybe.
You know it?
Yeah, I called it from the beginning.
What was that song? Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe.
Like Carly Rae Jepsen. I made her famous on the after show.
You know, the broad that's about 35 and is making believe she's 20?
Yeah. Exactly.
A little longer in the tooth than most, sure.
Exactly. She's going to have that Tom Skerritt problem. Right. You go, what happened? She was just a kid.
I saw her, I think it was one of those New Year's Eve shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
I thought she's supposed to be singing to the kids.
Pop stars aren't supposed to have crow's feet.
No.
What's going on?
It's been around a while and finally hit, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's already fallen back off into like throwing out first pitches at random baseball games.
Yeah, she's
sure.
They're not even important
she's
games.
done.
Yeah,
she's
this is
done.
it for her.
Yeah. You don't know this song?
Jimmy doesn't know this song.
I played it like 150 times.
Holy shit.
Did
This
you?
song was huge.
Yeah.
It was
This
huge.
was a massive song.
You're welcome.
You'll know the hook, Jimmy. Come on. No? All right, we're getting back to the hook in a second here.
Might have, I don't know. I think it's really funny though that you're as shocked that I didn't know a song from last year as I am that you didn't know Sugar Ray Robinson.
So I didn't know
the
boxing from 70 years ago. You didn't know a song that was out 8 months ago.
That's kind of my point. Like,
That's why we all need to work together. We all have a little
Yeah, it's a little knowledge for each other.
a little knowledge that we can pass along to
help each other out.
Right.
Yeah.
We're one big super brain.
There she is.
Yeah. Look.
Do you have to make that
Scratching
face?
and clawing to...
Is that your thing?
No, that's the call me maybe thing.
I
That's
know.
the phone to the ear, and I'm going, maybe?
Happy birthday, by the way. You're too old for this
gun
stuff.
to the ear.
Thank you.
You're too old. Congratulations. Exactly.
You're officially
finished.
too old. You know that, right?
It's Carly Rae Jepsen.
How old is Sam?
That's like when me and Opie had our arms around the silver chair, guys. All right. Yeah, great.
We could have been not only their fathers.
Exactly. Oh, brother.
You are officially as old as I was when I came back to radio, satellite radio.
Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
See how that happens?
What? How did I catch up that quick?
That was
Well,
fast.
we've been here, 9 years, I guess. So that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much as old as when I met you guys.
Oh,
as
yeah.
you were when I met you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
That doesn't
Goes
make
fast.
sense.
Is that why you're wearing your pink shirt and your like nice jeans and nice shoes? You're all dressed for your birthday?
I've been wearing clothes like this for like a month.
Shut up! Stop trying to change.
His slacks.
He's trying to dress like a gentleman.
I know he is because he knows he's hitting 30 now. He's starting to look at management positions.
Pink shirt. That's,
It's a statement.
Yeah.
Pink is in for some reason.
It's a statement.
I tried it once. It didn't work on the Opster. No, it didn't work on the Opster.
Pinkster is not the Opster's
Oh,
color.
God, no.
It's
I don't
important
know.
that you try, though.
There's not many people or guys, I should say, that can pull off the pink.
I like a good pink shirt once in a while. Not bad.
I
Like
tried.
a pink sock.
Pink's a rough one, man. That's a rough one. Well, happy birthday, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why don't we do a little sing-along for your birthday?
Yeah, I feel like this is the anthem of my birthday.
I don't think we even have to set it up. I think we should just play it, man.
Yeah.
I think Anthony should appreciate this
All
song.
right. Yeah. I've heard it.
How's it cricket?
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes croak, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What the fuck say? What the fuck say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fuck say? Come on. What the fuck say? Big blue eyes.
Are we going through the second verse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. It's catchy.
It's a real production.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy ain't fucking around. This thing is going to be huge.
Where is this from?
Norway.
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 That makes perfect sense now.
Why?
But it's
Because
like,
they're fucking mental.
they're talk show hosts.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and so they're making like a funny song.
All right,
It's meant to be silly, though.
Yes.
Meant to be silly, meant to be catchy, and I'm telling you, this thing is going to be everywhere within days.
Yeah.
It's already started, but
Mashup will be playing it next week.
you think it's actually going to make, like...
Well, they'll play it like they play the Friday song.
Play it ironically.
Like like this is the viral video, but it's also catchy. So
Ironically, but they also like it.
yes.
Oh, boy.
I do.
Do you like it, Ed?
Oh, yeah, it's one of my
Is Rich
favorites.
going to be jealous that he didn't come up with it?
He might be.
He tries a little too hard with his fucking parody songs.
Oh,
does
I'd
a
like
lot
to
of
hear
them.
one. Does he shoehorn?
Oh, he does a lot of them.
Rich does parody songs?
Oh, he thinks,
I want to hear some.
he thinks he has a great voice.
Can I hear some?
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
and Rich do a ton of them.
I've never heard one.
Oh, yeah, he's all in. He writes those, too, right?
Yeah,
Let's hear verse 2.
He's
This is
got a
good.
little talent there, but he really enjoys doing
He
them.
enjoys a good parody, does
Oh,
he?
boy.
we'll play this. I'm sure I'll be able to find it on YouTube or something.
I hate radio guys with passion.
For anything.
Yeah, I know.
All right, back to the song.
Pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tiny paws up the hill. Suddenly you're standing still. Your fur is red, so beautiful, like an angel in disguise. But if you meet a friendly host, will you communicate by more? How will you speak to that? What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What does the fox say? The secret of the fox.
Bringing it down.
Ancient mystery. Somewhere deep in the woods, I know you're hiding. What is your sound? Will we ever know? Will always be a mystery. What do you say? You're my guardian angel, hiding in the woods. What is your
Come on.
You like it.
That's huge.
Those are people in fox costumes.
Exactly, Chippa.
It already has 1.8 million views.
Yeah, stop being a grouch and admit that's hilarious.
It's so fucking
You're gonna be
weird.
singing
It's
that in
weird.
your head.
I do like the little sounds that
What
the
does the
fox
fox
makes.
say?
Yeah, we all know what the cat says.
Like, this song
says.
theorizes that a fox sits in the woods going, a beep-a beep.
Yes, it really is speculating.
I want to rewrite this song and say, Mr. Kumia, what do you say?
I was thinking an E-Rock parody of that. What does the E-Rock say?
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Yum, 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 yum,
Gulp,
yum.
gulp, gulp, gulp,
Yum,
gulp,
yum,
gulp,
yum,
gulp.
yum,
Yeah,
yum,
what
yum.
does E-Rock say?
It writes itself. Come on, let's do it. You'd appreciate that, right, E-Rock?
No.
No,
He just goes,
of
no.
course not.
Are you a grouch?
What are you, a grouch or
what a
something?
grudge.
That's pretty catchy.
So that's
Yeah, it's
gonna be
happening.
big.
That's
I saw it.
happening right
It's
now.
big already.
last night. It was the Channel 11 news people had it on.
The fox?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did like
why
a
are we
quick.
playing it then if local news is...
Well, I think somebody on staff is a little ahead of the groove, so
Okay.
ahead of the curve. Yeah, so they did that, and then the weather woman was giving the weather, and the green screen behind just turned into the video out of nowhere and started playing it, and everybody in the studio was laughing, and I thought that was pretty funny. But I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's a funny ass song.
Oh, I see you. You pulled the chick with the big boobies there doing Highway to Hell. Holy, I saw that last week. Have you seen this girl yet?
Yes, last night.
Oh, good
It was the
God!
first time I saw
Can we
her.
put this shit on our Facebook page? Because obviously we're doing some visual shit here.
Stunned.
Opie and Anthony on Facebook.
Your quote on Twitter was, Jesus fucking mother of piss, holy crap ass.
Have you seen this girl
I just had
yet?
to write down exactly what flew out of my mouth when I was.
my God.
I saw her.
Oh my God!
She could be one of the hottest things on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Go
She's
full
got
screen on that.
4.3 million views on her video.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I know her.
You do?
Where's she from?
Heaven. Look at her tits bounce.
Oh, I didn't notice those the first time I went.
Oh. I'm hypnotized watching this. I would love to do a karaoke duet. Oh my God.
She knows how to play, too. Man. Holy fuck.
You know who could fuck her? Brian Johnson.
She's just very attractive. She does a bunch of covers on her channel.
She has a lot of views.
Huh?
She has a lot of views.
Yeah.
4.3 on this one alone. Holy shit. Her voice isn't bad, right?
No, she's good, you know. But it's the whole look. Yeah. If that was some fat broad doing this, you'd be like, all right, yeah, she's good. Click. You know. But this, I'm literally hypnotized by her eyes.
She could do an 80-minute version of this song.
You'd watch every second of it.
She's singing it to a room. She doesn't have any mic on in front of her. Yeah, she's beautiful. Wow.
She knows how to play, though. It's awesome.
Which is even more sexy.
Absolutely.
The fucking, her tits pressed together.
Well, she's got to push her boobs up against the guitar to play it properly. Oh, my God.
And they're just like, they're getting that jostling through them from the guitar.
Just enough, you know.
You find you pull back and you realize she has no legs. Just sitting there on two stumps. Her fucking mouth is cute.
Wow.
She's really
Yeah,
Her face is beautiful.
Wow.
That's just ridiculous.
Wow.
What's her name?
Jess Greenberg.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Was she, was she home for
What's her
Rosh Hashanah?
What's her YouTube channel? Jess Greenberg 1. Why don't we get her on the phone? Write her an email, man.
Let's get her in person. Where's she from?
Get her in here.
Well,
Immediately.
of course.
Let's get her in here and make love to her.
Can we try to track her down and get her on the phone at least?
Yeah, sure.
And then tell her we want her to come in and do some songs?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
We'll fly her in. We got some pocket money laying around this joint, don't we?
She plays with fucking balls off, though.
This one only has 2.1 million views because you don't see as much cleavage in this one.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginning. What keeps the planet spinning?
Notice the framing. Cuts the top of her head off. Maybe she's bald. She just got like fucking.
Maybe she got hit by a helicopter.
Oh.
Holy fuck, is that a horrific story today?
That's pretty bad.
I know. I got my hopes up when I first heard
Oh my God.
Wow.
All night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up
just find myself staring. I'm terrible.
Her mouth is really beautiful. Like she has a very
beautiful,
really pretty face. I don't know. I'm saying nothing, but
she's star quality.
Yeah, that's it.
She's 12. Unbelievable.
Wow. Good singer too, man. Fuck.
Yeah. She's.
Can't wait for a Fox cover.
Oh, can I hear the first part of that song again?
What the Fox say?
Just a little bit. We don't have to do the whole thing. I think it goes on a little too long, unfortunately.
I don't know.
How long is the whole thing?
3:45.
That's the last first song.
Dog goes move, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, the frog goes croak, and the elephant goes to break. And fish go blow, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
It's going to be one of those days.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah, Jess Greenberg won on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
she's the Highway to Hell girl.
Hell of a. I guess what's that? Hota on
Hoda. Yeah,
she fucked up yesterday. She was showing off the features of her new phone.
By the way, they're mixed reviews on that damn thing. The Samsung Watch thing you're talking about.
I don't know what it was, but she was showing off features of something, and her phone number got out over the.
Oh wow!
Over TV, and she got like a fuckload of text and phone calls, and I guess you got to change your number after that.
I thought the iWatch thing was a joke, and the fact is it's not. Like this Samsung thing, I think it's useless.
Dude, I told you, dude.
Dude, you pick it up, boom, you're in a meeting, call you back.
I call you back, dude.
It just, to me, seems like, because a watch is a weird... Jonathan, of course, my manager, the gentleman, pointed this, that a watch is such a personal thing. Like, people wear nice watches. You're not just going to get rid of your nice watch.
Yeah, you got to
wear this.
No, but this is very personal. You got to pick one out.
Hold on, man. No one wears watches anymore.
That's what,
So they're going to get people to start wearing watches again, is what I'm, and then if you want to wear a nice watch, you'll switch it out, I guess.
Give me the watch.
But this is, I think this is going to take off. They're going to figure this shit out.
I don't know if you can do enough with it. Like, you could check an email or you can answer your phone.
That's the first version, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a big buzz on this thing, although it's getting mixed reviews.
Wait, what are they saying bad?
It's a little slow and shit, right?
Wonky still.
Wonky is the term they use.
Wonky.
In the tech world.
Like an English word.
It's a bit wonky. But they'll work out the bugs. They think it's going to take off.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of people wearing these damn things.
Stupid watch.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
What does the fox say?
Oh, no.
Did you see the gentleman get arrested?
I did not. I heard about that one.
You want to see it?
Yeah, of course.
It reminded me of when you said, sounds British. This is an Australian guy.
Uh-huh.
And he's just the most gentlemanly arrest there could ever be.
Oh.
Just in the way he talks.
Uh-huh.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Why did you do this? For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal?
I love this guy.
Meal?
Meal?
Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell. One cup, look.
He's fantastic.
He's the greatest.
He's getting
my God.
forced into a police car, and like his arms and head are getting twisted while he's just saying, "What are you doing?
Having a dinner?
Get your hands off my penis!"
You would think that's from a movie, right?
I know. That's a
Sounds
real
like Monty
arrest.
Python.
And yeah.
Sure it does.
Australia.
That happened in Australia, huh?
Yeah, I think it was several years ago, but the video is just starting to trickle out now.
It's a different land, boy. I tell you.
You think all the arrests go down like that?
Oh yes, every one of them. Because
I see you know your judo.
I see you know your judo. They just fucking because here that guy would have been so fucking tased immediately, and with no cuff. They didn't even cuff him as they're putting him in the car.
No. We're putting that up on the Facebook page.
Yep, it's up.
All right, good. Go to Opie and Anthony on Facebook. You could see everything we just talked about.
What is the charge? This zap.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, people are saying you got to see that broad sing eulogy.
Oh yeah, that broad.
Yeah, check out that broad singing eulogy. Amazing. We're talking about the big-breasted one, the young big-breasted one. You got eulogy.
Jess Greenberg.
Oh, she's dynamite.
She is. You find it? No. No. You don't know how to spell eulogy? EU.
Yeah, I had it, but it wasn't coming out.
No.
Why? Well,
no.
Is this a dead end? Another
This guy's
dead end from the listeners.
Stupid.
What did he try to
dead end listener?
Hold on now. What did he try to send us to? He might be right.
Is it a dead end? Why isn't it on our channel?
God.
It's
not there.
It would come up
You
immediately.
piece of shit.
JW915, you're a piece of
Block him.
shit.
Just block him.
What are you doing?
What a fuck
You
face.
throw a monkey wrench into the fucking show like that?
What was he trying to send us
listen to fucking show a song that isn't even on there.
This is Nirvana.
I'll try to save it, but after that asshole.
Oh, Sam, it's your birthday. You're working too hard.
Man.
Go kill yourself.
This one only has 500,000 views. What did she do wrong in this one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, you got the boobs. They look
could be a
nice.
model.
Her head cuts off, though. You're right. I'm worried.
Yeah. Maybe she got a riff-raff hairdo.
Yeah, she has hair like the guy that tortured Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon 1, like Chen.
All right, let's see this.
Man.
Would you kiss her?
Probably would. Seems like an angel.
Yeah, she does.
She does everything like an angel. She probably takes a dump like an angel.
Oh, yeah. Smells wonderful.
Imagine her coming out of your bathroom looking for Febreze.
I had to go to her dumping so quickly.
She ruins everything.
The romance is gone already.
It just takes the spark out of things.
She knows how to play to that camera. She looks right into it. Beautiful. I would go to whatever shitty coffee shop she was playing at.
Oh, God, yeah.
Do you know how bad I want to I wish I could interrupt every video. Like, as she's playing, I just show up in the background behind her and go, disappointed people would be.
Oh, it would ruin the moment.
She's pretty when she looks away, too. She just has a really nice profile.
Pouty. She has a pouty look. Pouty look and smoky eyes. Is her hair lustrous? Jeez. We're all hypnotized.
Oh, my God.
All
She
of our
knows how to
heads are
look at a
tilted to the
fucking
side
camera.
like a dog.
You see how she fucking she makes love to the camera.
Does. She looks down at the neck of the guitar when she's doing something, and then looks back up, and you're like, oh. When she looks away at the neck of the guitar, I'm like, but I'm still here. Look at me.
She's looking right at me.
Oh.
She thinks I'm delicious.
Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb.
She must frame it like that. Either A, you're right about her head, or B, she just likes the eyes being framed that way.
No, it's actually the way people frame things in movies and videos. You're not supposed to actually get the whole head in there for some fucking reason.
And, you know, it gets you closer to the eyes and the boobs, too, you know? A little closer.
Very important. A little head shake there.
She's just fucked up this radio show.
I know. She's very sexy.
Why? I like looking at girls I'm going to wind up dating soon.
Oh,
that happens. Are you going to search her out?
She likes me.
Are you going to search her out?
Yeah.
Give her a little tweet?
Go out, have some coffee.
What's her Twitter? Let's go there right now.
Jess Greenberg 9.
You already know. Of
course. I've already retweeted her. I wonder where she's from, though. Might not be from around here. Why should it be from, like, 50th Street?
Not from around here.
She only has, she needs more followers than this.
Oh, that'll go up really quick. She got a little Jimi Hendrix on the background of her.
She says my channel is back. It actually went away.
And then she writes a massive thank you again to my fans and to my parents for supporting me.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, you're out, Aunt. You don't like girls with parents.
Well,
not ones that they would thank.
No.
Right, exactly.
Jesus.
Sorry.
No.
Well, how old is she? Is she too young?
What?
We're not the first radio show to pick up on this. She won Ryan Seacrest contest.
That fucking guy got booed last night, and I loved it.
Oh, that's why she had 2 million hits on the Daft Punk song, because she won the totally covered summer contest.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
Good job. Well, you know, that put her over the top, huh?
Well, she's only got 18,000 Twitter followers. We should help get her some more.
Yeah, man. And she'll know where all the followers came from today.
Oh, good. Because
she'll come on our show.
Our listeners are great.
She'll sing a song or two, right?
How old is she, though? If she's thanking her parents, is she fucking...
Oh, she can't be more than... Young. Yeah, she can't be more than 20.
Early 20s.
Tops. Maybe. Tops, yeah.
She's doing, how come she only has... She's got millions of YouTube hits, and she's got 146,000 likes on Facebook.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that's a lot, but only 18,000 Twitter followers.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
Why it doesn't translate to Twitter.
Maybe she's a big Facebook broad.
Maybe she just started a Twitter 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We want to see what the rest of her body looks like. Why isn't there a shot of her whole body?
And the top of her head. Yeah, I'm concerned.
And the top of her head.
There's a problem here.
I think she's got a big fucking tumor. She's got a conjoined twin on her head.
Is that her?
Well, that's a while ago, I hope. Oh, God.
That's about a year ago.
Uh-oh, she looks about 14 there.
Oh, boy. And she's got a lot of forehead. Look at us picking apart a beautiful broad again.
Man, come on. Is that her dad?
Her dad looks younger than us. Way younger.
Yeah. There's a...
Oh, boy. Be patient,
I'm gonna
people.
put her. I'm gonna put her
some
at
research right here.
I'm gonna put her at under 20.
Oh no!
I think I'm gonna put her in illegal.
No.
How about that? I hope not.
I think she's pushing 20.
I don't know, dude.
Well, let's find her and look her up. That's what we're doing.
This is her.
No, I mean, like, yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Let's find her and look her up.
Yeah. We hadn't thought of that.
That's it? That's the only pictures we
There's
get?
not a lot of photos, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's going on with the bottom half? Is she an iceberg?
Uh-oh.
She could be an iceberg.
That'd be terrible. What, you don't like the head?
I don't know. I have to see it.
Of course, the iceberg. Oh, really?
You think she's got sonar sending glands up there?
All right.
Can we find out how old she is, though?
We can't find out anything.
I don't want to think that she's really the bee's knees and they realize she's 16.
I wouldn't care if she had that fucking head that the guy from the To Serve Man episode of The Twilight Zone had. Oh, you getting some intel? Oh. Oh, fuck yeah. You like this? Oh. Sounds like a MIDI over that.
I can play it over here if you want.
All right, we'll catch up then, birthday boy. We'll go to you when you're caught up.
Oh. Not bad. I'm awesome. Wow, that looks especially delicious right there.
This isn't her song. I wish Tony Romo wasn't.
This girl is going to be so famous by Monday.
Yeah. I got some information.
Oh, yes.
Somebody in a production studio who will not be named.
Troy Kwan?
No.
If he has info, he should come in here.
No.
Why?
He texted me.
Okay.
And said her SoundCloud says London.
London? That's going to cost us a lot of money.
She's 18.
She's 18.
18 from London.
18 from London.
Yeah. She's been playing guitar for 8 years.
Wow.
I'm not hearing an English accent. They do that when they sing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If she talked and she had that British accent when I'm just turning 18, I would probably fucking repaint my upper thighs and calves with jizz.
I haven't found a single interview with her yet.
She might sound like Adele, though. When Adele's not singing that horrendous English accent of hers.
Yeah. I don't care if she sounded like Austin Powers.
What a songbird.
Yes. She's destroying the show.
Yeah.
I can't stop looking now.
It's either going to be her or Chip.
This girl's going to be so fucking famous.
Yeah, but
she's got the look. She knows how to look into a camera. She could always wear a hat, Jimmy.
Rihanna started using bangs.
Right. She might have to get some bangs going.
No kidding. You guys like this girl better than those Norwegian guys dressed up as foxes, huh?
No. Let's go back to there. Before we make our official decision. You're right, Sam.
They're
You're right.
Norwegian dudes dressed
Could you
up
go
as
back?
foxes.
Yeah, go back, please.
What are they?
No, you got to go all the way back to the beginning.
You don't want to hit it right from the
No,
hook?
you got to go all the way to the beginning. Because I want to know what the cat says.
Dog goes woo, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes crow,
Yeah, it does.
and the elephant goes toot. Ducks it quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows.
Everyone.
What does the fox say?
I bet it doesn't make that sound.
What the fox say? What the fox say? Happy, 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 ho. Happy, 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 ho. Happy, 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 ho. What the fox say?
Oh man. Yeah.
What the fox say?
I like how they put the words too, so you can
Sing along.
sing along.
I'm feeling the E-Rock parody. I really am.
Of course you are.
I know there are people out there that just want to get involved with the radio show. I'm feeling it. You're feeling it, right, Sam?
Oh, yeah. People, Sean F. at this moment
Oh,
has a
probably,
lot of
yeah.
competition.
You think he's fucking
There's
drooling?
going to be a race.
It's going to be a race to get the first one in?
What E-Rock says? Yeah.
What E-Rock says?
You kidding me? Whew.
Do you think there's something to go on there?
We might have.
Yeah.
We might have a few people.
E-Rock's going to have a fun week next week.
You think it'll be done by Monday?
It's got to be.
Really?
This is topical shit. Like
It's
we got
topical. Yeah.
We have to attach ourselves
Yeah.
to the monstrous phenomenon that the Fox is going to be and already has become.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
PIX was on it.
Oh yeah.
Jim, are you tweeting her right now?
No. I'm answering a question from somebody. I have tweeted her briefly.
Roland and I sent her some messages on various social medias.
She's 17. Here's the link. StarCentralMagazine.com voting 2012-11.
She's 13 or 18. That was last year.
Is her conversion rate like the pound?
Yeah, she's actually 32.
Yeah, okay.
Birthday next month. She's my cousin, this guy says.
Oh, sure.
Oh, cool.
That guy says he's her cousin.
way.
So full of shit.
There's no way. Some dude from Indiana.
That's my cousin. The story checks out.
All right. Delron 42, very funny.
What does the fox say?
Is that her right there in the striped shirt? Because we see a
No.
little more body. No?
It's not her.
That's not her.
Sure.
No.
It's a younger, younger girl.
Well, I thought maybe it was a younger picture of her. She wasn't born at 18. But.
Yeah.
Her body would have changed then. There's no reason.
She's a professional, man. They're controlling the images that are going out there. I'm telling you, this is going to blow up. Her shit's going to blow up in a good way.
There's something, though.
Yeah, she's
There's
got
something.
the talent, the look.
Titties.
The titties.
The accent.
Not sure about the ass or the forehead.
You
but
haven't even heard her talk.
I just like playing. Makes me feel good. Damping my panties when I sing.
Started playing the guitar.
Long and thick
she
and
might
hard.
she might sound like Adele.
No, Adele's got that fat resonance to her voice. Yeah.
Jimmy!
But she won that award.
I love the difference between her regular voice and just how she sings.
It's unbelievable.
It's great.
You would never think it's the same person.
No. Oh, what do we got there?
Same kind of photos on Tumblr.
It's the same picture of her.
Yeah,
with
they're
the
not.
Guitar.
They're not fucking doing full body shots yet.
Perfectly lit. Her makeup's done to a T. Oh yeah. Well, once she gets famous, she won't be able to hide.
No.
There'll be fucking
threat?
paparazzi. Right? That did. You won't be able to hide. You bitch.
Jesus.
Shit.
Story of the day, changing gears. We have a guy that fucking took off the top of his head with a helicopter here in New York.
Yikes.
I think where you used to live, right, Ed?
Close.
The park's near you in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I used to fly my helicopter down there.
In that same park?
Probably not the same park. Mine was about at 74th and Shore Road, around there.
Guy really loved his helicopters. He had a YouTube channel with a lot of his videos of him flying his helicopters. He was all in. And yesterday he was trying some shit, and they said it took a huge chunk of his head off.
Ow.
And then you read the article further, and it turns out, some eyewitnesses said that it looked like the whole top of his head was off.
So what was he? It was crashing, and he was trying to control it.
I don't think he was crashing, Jimmy. This guy knew what he was doing. I think he was trying for some crazy-ass tricks, maybe some kind of flyby or something to make his YouTube videos look a little cooler. Because they're saying this guy really knew what the fuck he was doing.
He's one of those acrobatic flyers of these model helicopters, and they're not the quadcopters or the 6 propellered copters that are all the rage now.
Right.
These are the ones that look like miniature versions of a real helicopter. One rotor on top, a tail rotor, and the rotors span about 4 feet.
No kidding.
And they spin at about 3,500 RPM. Wow. And they have hard carbon fiber blades on them. So it'll take your fucking top of your head right off.
4 feet long, the blades?
The blades, yeah. It's like 2-foot blades, sometimes bigger. And, and he's doing like stunts where you fly it upside down and then it turns, does a loop, comes around, and it's so fast. This shit is just fucking happening so fast. And if you're doing it right in front of you, one wrong move and that thing comes at you, bite you.
The owner of the store Brooklyn Hobbies was quoted saying, "They crash all day long."
These things crash all day long. All day long.
Well, because they're trying to do all their tricks.
For the most part, they don't crash and take people's heads off, but they can.
Horrible
Very
story,
dangerous.
It's on the front page of our papers today.
Yeah, I was getting a bunch of, hey, is this you? No. I'm not going to take my head off with a fucking little 6-inch propeller.
What a stupid question.
Yeah.
Just a kid. He was only 19, man.
Yeah, loved doing this stuff. He died doing what he loved. Screaming.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you think he screamed or just went down?
He was probably done. Like in a
immediately?
second. Yeah. You get clocked like that? Fuck. Head strike. Ouch.
What's the attention?
That must be the
There's an announcement in the hallways. Everything all right?
Daily
every day.
Every fucking day, that shitty thing.
They test the PA system.
Oh, gosh.
Why is it necessary?
Why?
The morning announcements.
Nothing ever works anyway in a real disaster.
I want an easy job. Where all I have to do is test a PA system every day.
That would get boring if that was your whole job.
It would roll.
Oh, God.
It would roll. No stress.
All you do?
Right.
Wow.
7 o'clock every morning.
Hello, everybody. Test 1, 2. This is a test of the public address system here in the building. Hope it works. Thank you.
Because if there's a real emergency, nothing really works.
No, you're not going to listen to any
You
of
never
that
hear
shit.
it. It's panic. Yeah.
You're going to push the women out of the way and get the fuck out of the building,
Hell
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
It stands at them.
That's right.
Yes.
Kenny?
Want to hear something funny?
All right.
Jesus.
When we were on vacation that week,
Yeah.
there was like an actual like smoke condition on another floor, and there was like a valid fire alarm.
Oh.
Right.
So the security like had to vacate the building and this floor, and like one person was stuck in one of those little booths, like doing their voice tracking stuff.
Yeah.
And it came out like nobody was here.
It's like they played a joke on him.
Then the person like had to walk down 36 floors to the lobby.
Why didn't he just stay in the fucking up here?
When you stay at that point?
I would just stay.
I don't know. I guess, with the smoke alarm going off.
It never amounts to anything.
They didn't tell him, though.
I would take my
I guess
chances.
they missed that person in that little booth.
I would just take my chances.
He's just walking down 36 flights by himself.
Yeah.
Like
Just
a
gotta-
fool.
That's exactly right.
That's a fool.
He's got
it
a
is.
story now.
Yeah.
So there I was. Let me tell you what happened on the 33rd floor. I made the turn and ended up on the 32nd. That is a boring ass walk down.
Iraq, it's Pink Floyd Day.
Oh.
All right.
Really?
Why is that?
You don't like Pink Floyd?
No.
You want to play Comfortably Dumb?
Why don't you like Pink Floyd? What's wrong with you?
Overplayed and just horrible.
I disagree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's Roger Waters' birthday today.
Tommy.
It's also Sam's birthday. And it's not Rob Zombie Day.
Yeah.
He is so against Pink Floyd.
Why are you so against
Wow.
Pink Floyd? What did they ever do to you?
He's comparing my birthday to Roger Waters' birthday.
Roger Waters is 70.
And he's got a hell of a career behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, let's get into this. Why don't you like Pink Floyd?
I just never did because growing up, every kid, like fucking cliche stoner, whatever kid thought Pink Floyd was cool, and they'd go to the stupid laser light shows out on Long Island, and you'd see that damn shirt with the prism and the rainbow shooting out everywhere.
Yeah, man.
And it played
Dark
on
Side of the
every
Moon.
on every fucking rock station, and it's like, oh wow, Pink Floyd. Let me guess, Led Zeppelin or the Stones next. There you go.
Oh. Wow. Iraq,
Just
not a
into
fan.
that.
He's so annoyed, too.
He is really
Like, it
annoyed.
really,
What are
like,
your top 5 Pink Floyd songs to hate?
Since I don't know most of their catalog, all of them.
Oof.
You don't even know the songs.
Punch up some Pink Floyd songs up there. What do we got?
You got the Comfortably Numb.
Comfortably Numb is always a
Dumb one with the
fave.
cash register.
The dumb one with the cash register.
Money. Rock rules. What about you like metal?
Comfortably Numb.
Wish You Were Here?
Should we hear
Great
Time?
song.
What are these? The top Pink Floyd songs of all time?
Yeah, I guess
Ding,
they're-
ding, ding.
All right, top 10 Pink Floyd songs of all time. Go from 10.
Dun. Do, do, do.
Astronomy, Domine. I don't know that one. Have a Cigar. Little Brain Damage. Echoes. Money. Another Brick, Part 2. Shining You. How about Shining You Crazy Diamond?
That's a good one right there.
That's a beautiful song.
Like that one.
Time. Wish You Were Here. What about Wish You Were Here?
1970 what?
So?
That one's from 75, E-Rock.
Yeah, it's an older song.
And Comfortably Numb.
Is that what year Wish You Were Here was? 75? Wow, I thought that was that old.
No.
Yeah,
What about they going like, hey, teacher, leave us kids alone?
Oh, The
that
Wall.
movie.
From
That movie.
that movie. E-Rock, not a fan.
No.
Wow.
You wouldn't sit in an arena and watch them build the wall?
No, and the college kids singing it up to the Wizard of Oz. Who the fuck cares?
Well, that was quite impressive. It really did sync up nice.
You never tried that?
No, because at that point, every kid had it on a videotape, and you're like, look what you didn't come up with it. It's been around forever. No one enjoys this shit unless you're totally baked.
Totally baked, huh?
I love the weird stands that E-Rock takes.
Yes.
He never takes a stand on anything. He's the most wishy-washy dude, except for the weird...
Pink Floyd.
But he's obsessed with hating Pink Floyd.
And where did this come from?
I don't know.
Known him for 9 years. He never said anything about Pink Floyd.
But he knows a lot about it.
He hates them.
He
I
hates
had a
them.
roommate in college where if you're coming home,
Yeah.
like depending on what time at night, and then you hear anybody out there, and then the whole fucking room's foggy. You're like, oh, I'm just not coming back home.
They did have some creepy ass songs, though. They really did. But still,
when you heard that coming from your door, you were like,
You
fuck
just
it.
knew, oh boy, it's going to be
there
a fucking
anybody out?
I'm done.
stoned fucking...
I'll sleep in the common room.
No.
You wouldn't go sleep in your own bed because you heard the echoes of Pink Floyd coming from the door.
And then you get just like 4 idiots staring at a lava lamp and a PlayStation sign hanging up on the wall.
They're digging it. They're digging their buzz.
Yeah, man.
You're a buzzkill for them, I bet.
This means something.
I guess you didn't like blacklight posters either.
Oh, they're pretty cool. They glow.
Dude,
No.
they were comfortably numb.
They
Yeah.
were rocking, man.
You get it?
Hello.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Hello. You're like goodbye.
Is there anybody out there?
Z-Rock.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not again, huh? That was their go-to stoner music?
Well, I guess they had what the late 90s equivalent of a mixtape would be. I guess so, a CD that would just play certain songs on loop over and over. And
Right.
that was one of them. And the cash register song.
It's called money.
I love that. It's the cash register song. Sounds like something from a kid's show. Oh, the cash register.
Could you play the cash register song? I want to see where
There was
you
something
hate
about
it.
a gig in the sky.
Yeah, great gig in the skies.
Okay, Yoko, who enjoys that?
She's moaning along to the song.
Yeah, that is, wow, that is annoying, that one.
Oh,
Yeah, wow.
you got it?
Yeah, I
Cash
got it.
register song.
Here's the
There it
cash
is.
register song.
There
What's
it
the
is.
problem with this? It goes from year to year. Kind of nice.
Dark Side of the Moon didn't do very well.
Oh, it did.
Wasn't on the charts very
Yeah, it
long.
was.
What do you think of the sound effects, E-Rock?
Okay. Get it? It's
He's not a
money.
fan.
Sounds like Mike Francesa.
I would hate
Okay.
for someone to come up with a Pink Floyd / E-Rock parody song. That would really drive him nuts.
Honey.
Honey!
It's delicious.
All right.
But this is a whole new thing. Sean F. is now going to have lyrics in his parody songs that are just about hating Pink Floyd.
Hating Pink Floyd.
I hate Pink Floyd.
Just learn a little more about E-Rock. Good
Yeah.
fodder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe in the What E-Rock Says song, you can mention that he doesn't say anything good about Pink Floyd.
No.
I love the visual of E-Rock trying to get back to his dorm room and he hears,
Yeah.
is there anybody?
Out there. Just stop if you could hear
And he
me.
throws his book bag down on the floor.
Shit.
God
Yeah.
damn it, not again.
Stoners. Pink Floyd shit.
Bunch of fucking ho-hos in his book bag and 2 books.
You didn't smoke
back
the
then.
weed in college, E-Rock?
No.
God, everyone did.
He's just carrying his used condoms around in a book bag.
Right. Just trying to get his precious nagel seed back into his dorm room.
Trying to freeze it and sell it for millions.
Right.
He's just hooking up with chicks and then putting the used condoms in his book bag.
Exactly, and then smelling their cunts on the outside of it.
And then has to come back to his roommates playing Pink Floyd.
Oh, how
You had a
annoying.
horrible college career.
Oh, it's that goddamn cash register song again.
They're all having fun banging chicks. He's just alone, cranky.
Sleeping in the common room, yeah.
Stoners.
What was your band of choice as they were, into Pink Floyd?
Should have been lap.
And on that note,
You're listening. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony channel. On Sirius XM.
Hi, I'm Radio's Daniel Bobo Curlin. You know me from the Opie and Anthony show, Linger Longer. I'm here to talk about bullying. When I was in school, I was picked on, teased, spat upon, tormented, beaten, raped, belligered, very much disliked, and made to feel less than. But take it from me, it gets better. Since high school, I've become an international radio star. I've met my heroes. I've exposed my horribly disfigured genitalia with some of the greatest comics in the world. I've been called stupid by millions of people in the United States and Canada. I've made out with a homeless man, and my 3-inch erection has been on display for better-looking women than I ever thought I'd meet. I get phone calls from radio producers at 4 a.m. on a daily basis, and I've had sexual relations with my brother. I don't get paid for any of this. I still live at home with my mother. I will probably die a virgin, and my dog's name is Mr. Maloonigan. Hang in there. Take it from Bobo. Obviously, it gets better.
Somewhere in the Middle East, a murderous crime ring is about to trigger an international crisis. Who can the world turn to face this nightmare head on? Two of the world's most notorious mercenaries team up to face this never-ending catastrophe. If only they could stop arguing.
Are you professional or not?
Suck my telescope! He's an international superstar with an overblown ego and a really short fuse.
What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer!
He's a drug-addicted, alcoholic, incontinent, bankrupt former wrestler with blown-out knees and a 10-inch penis.
Suck my telescope!
If they can get along, they might just manage to save the world.
Think for 1 fucking second. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Christian Bale.
Fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right?
The Iron Sheik.
That son of a bitch!
This summer, one gets pissed off.
No!
Really easily.
No!
The other pees all over himself.
Fucking bitch, pussy!
Pissed on and pissed off. Coming this summer.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get. Rock and roll icon Steven Tyler.
Primetime Sam Roberts.
Hair like that, by the way. Nice.
Here with Steven Tyler. Steven, do you wear belts?
I do.
Thank you so much for your time.
The finest belts in all the land. Look at that. Come on now. Booyah.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show.
The guys are back from the toilet.
And now back to our show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We've got some champions for you to meet right now. Happy 18th birthday to young Sammy Roberts. This is going out from Gregg, Anthony, Bobo, David, and Tippy.
Pink Floyd Day.
What happened?
E-Rock's being defiant. It is Pink Floyd Day in honor of Roger Waters turning 70.
It's some Pink Floyd
Doesn't
for
sound
you.
like it.
Because E-Rock said that it's like playing Rob Zombie for Sam's birthday or something.
It's just he just hates Pink Floyd. He's looking for excuses to not play Pink Floyd.
How old is young Sam Roberts today?
He says 30, but come on.
I'm 30 years old today.
Is it that big one there? 30?
Yeah.
What are you feeling, dude? How you doing?
I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right.
30's a big one.
Yeah. I'm good with it. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
ready.
Well, yeah.
20s are finished.
Yeah. Once
I'm
that-
aware. That's
Your youth
And
is
by
gone.
the way, exponentially goes faster every
Does it?
decade.
Oh, God, yeah.
So your 20s, from 20 to 30 took, whatever. You know how long that took.
about 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years.
But 30 to
and
40
it felt
takes
like
5
10
years.
But 30 to 40
5 years.
will feel like half of that 20 to 30. And then it just keeps going.
I'm going to make every day count then.
You should, Sam Roberts.
Thank you.
You should.
Yeah. Like every day, just grab onto it.
Yeah.
Get out of bed in the morning with zest, vim, and vigor.
I'm going to make 30
Vigor.
count.
Yes.
Yeah.
Football season started last night, and I know that because Roland is walking around in brand new attire. Roland loves jumping on bandwagons.
Yeah.
What are some of the other shirts he had over the years? I can't remember anymore.
He walked in here
Jeremy
last year.
Lin.
He had Linsanity.
Oh, he had a Linsanity shirt,
he had
even
a
though he doesn't
Linsanity
watch
shirt.
basketball.
Last year, he had a Tebow Jets shirt the minute Tebow was on, before Tebow
Right.
even played
Right.
the game.
Okay.
Collector's item.
And he says that he wears these shirts because he likes to get high fives in the subway.
Yeah, I think he had a
my
the
God.
rent is too high T-shirt or
Of
something.
course he did.
He just loves jumping on the bandwagon.
But he texted me last night and he goes, "Oh, football season starting. You get to see who my new team is tomorrow."
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing this up. He's a huge Jets fan. It's one of the only
Not
things
anymore.
I know about him.
He was.
Yeah, I know, because he's walking around in brand new Giants.
You know what?
Shit,
It
what's
used to
wrong
be
with him?
Brooklyn Nets.
But what's wrong with that?
Oh yeah, when it was announced that the whole
right.
Brooklyn thing,
Everything was black and white.
He came right in here with Brooklyn Nets stuff. I forgot about that.
But what's wrong with just changing teams? Like this year, no, I'm going for
Well,
going
he
for
also,
the Giants.
A-Rock's right, though. He'll do it mid-season. So he was Brooklyn Nets all the way and then got Linsanity and was just wearing
Right,
blue
yeah.
and orange all the time.
Right.
I think it's whatever shows up on the front page of Modell's website.
Oh, is that what he gets? Yeah. Here he is.
Roland, you're a Jets fan. What are you doing?
I was the Giants fan way before until you guys ruined it.
Oh, how did we
How
ruin
did
it?
we ruin it?
Remember we franchised Eric and Sam for David Tyree, the guy who caught the football?
Oh, we did
More
do
than,
a
it was more
franchise
than just
show.
a catch, Roland.
Yeah, it was Super Bowl.
You know what? You fast
Historic
forward a
catch.
few years, it was just a catch. That's all it was.
You know, looking back,
Yeah. It was easy for him to say, it was more than just a catch, and he got a book out of it. But then a few more years go by. Nah, it was just a catch.
pretty much just a catch.
That was it.
But he was my ticket, free tickets into the Giants.
Well, we blew that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Did he
man.
find out he was not talking to Opie and Anthony?
He, I think 4 days later.
we had places to be.
We were busy.
Oh, I just remember.
Man, there are times we just don't give a shit. Like the
Yeah.
guy that had that amazing catch, we couldn't stick around to talk to.
He looked at me and E-Rock and he goes, "Man, you guys are legends. You guys look young."
Oh,
So I was like,
wow.
"Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And then Eric goes, "So what's this Jesus stuff in this book?" I'm like,
Oh. So that's when you had to bail on the Giants for a while?
yeah, then...
That's about 5-6 years ago now, right?
Yeah, but I'm back now.
You're back with the Giants.
Until they kicked him off the team and everything, so...
Yeah, he wasn't even on the team the next year or something,
Yeah, I
right?
think he was just like a bench, and then they finally kicked him off.
Yeah. So it just really was a catch.
It was just a catch indeed.
A pretty amazing catch at that.
Yeah, but
So the Giants are your team, huh?
Yeah, go Giants.
Did you watch the game last night?
I did.
It wasn't the Giants, I know. Peyton Manning, threw for 7 touchdowns last night?
And Ryan Seacrest got booed.
Huh?
Ryan Seacrest got booed.
Yeah, that's where this is heading.
I watched a little bit of it.
Did you watch?
Yeah, just, so I could watch a little bit of it.
It was delayed for almost an hour.
I was like, all right, I'll watch, see what the hell the hubbub's about. I saw a pretty funny fumble, little interceptions, things like that. Kind of cute, kind of fun. I saw a cheerleader's fucking pussy.
Oh, where?
Right there,
Oh, yeah.
up against
Where?
the fucking. Some cheerleader. They were going a break, I guess, and they were showing
Gary
the
has on
cheerleaders.
his Facebook.
She bent over, and you literally could see the brown that was around her asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
had no panties?
No, she
No.
had panties, but she was bent over so much.
Right. It's spread out enough where you got
Yeah.
to see some of the dirt.
This the NFL?
Some of that filth. Yeah.
Some of the dirt.
They showed her butt?
It's everywhere. Because people freeze frame that one fucking part of her cheer.
I don't know. NFL cheerleader ass, you're going to get a lot. I think if you go to
Yeah, how about Broncos game?
like Broncos,
The guys were tweeting us all night about it.
I know.
I got it somewhere.
I got quite a few
I thought we
tweets about it.
Oh, fuck.
Hurry up and find it.
What does the wolf say?
Oh, there it is.
They got those big unsexy panties
They
on.
really
those
do,
fucking
yeah.
Granny.
Well,
Either
we
show
can't
your-
show their...
Why not? Show your twat or put down the pom-poms. Fucking worthless cheerleaders are. Yo, team! Shut up.
It's football on NBC. They gotta wear bigger panties.
Big dumb underwear. Fuck cheerleaders. They annoy me.
Yeah.
You don't need them. You don't need that to make guys root for fucking football.
It is kind of an archaic
So
thing.
stupid. Ooh, titillating. Ooh. Look at the gals. Ooh.
Don't like them, huh?
No.
No.
I don't.
That's too
Remember
bad.
the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader movie?
Yeah, with Bucky Dent was in that.
Was Bucky Dent in that?
Yes, he was.
Who else was that? Could you find the trailer for that? Maybe there's a trailer for it. Was it a TV movie or was it a theatrical release? The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were.
Yeah, Bucky Dent played the boyfriend of a girl going out for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, I believe.
Was Bert Convy in that?
I don't remember. I would hope so.
Was, yes,
what good film
I
didn't
would
have
too.
Bert Convy?
Didn't have Bert
His scenes
Convy.
from Apocalypse Now never should have been cut out.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleader movie.
I think it was a TV movie, but we could watch the opening credits.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
sure.
see who's in it. Oh, boy.
Now they just showed them dancing and really
Yeah, that's them. They were the...
good music. It's just the cheerleaders.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. People watched this.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember watching it.
Oh.
I just wanted to see the Cowboys in it.
Did you?
I didn't care about the girls.
Starring Jane Seymour.
Jane
who Opie can't stand.
Fuck Jane Seymour.
Elevator cunt.
Thank you for remembering.
Lorraine Stevens. And
Bert
special
Convy.
guest star Bert Convy.
Good call.
That's right. Holy shit.
Yes.
Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent. I
Why
was so
Bucky
disappointed.
Dent in this?
He was acting.
Also starring the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
I just love the words Dallas Cowboys. Who else in this? Jennifer
Ellen
Shaw.
Brown.
Nobody's. No big stars.
No one there. What the fuck?
Tony Dorsett, of course.
And Lauren Hughes. She was the cokehead from the Love Boat.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
now
Wow.
I want to
This
see some of the
looks
acting.
So bad.
You think so? The music's good.
Yes.
They're just showing slow motion cowboy footage
Yeah.
and cheerleaders as the
Back
credits
in the
roll.
day.
Little Roger Staubach.
That's Staubach, huh?
Of course it is, number 12. And it looks like, is that Drew Pearson?
Has to be, right?
Wow. That
Yeah,
was more
good
than a
catch right there.
Might have been Tony
wow.
Hill.
Uh-oh. Bert Convy.
They're watching this game on TV.
They're smiling.
Just jerking off with his buddy in the office watching the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. All right, he's
I've
got
been watching that cassette of the Super Bowl for a week.
cassette.
You know where the TV cameras spend most of their time? On those girls.
No, they don't.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. It's incredible. Two best teams in the country going head-to-head on a field. The TV cameras are panning the sidelines.
An
Those
actor.
girls are the hottest thing around.
Those girls are the
How much
hottest
lead time
things
do we
around,
need for a
Beavis.
cover? Well, we always need 3 months. You got 2. I want them for the September cover story.
Since when are we putting out a cheap cheesecake magazine?
We're not. But even a good, serious magazine has to pay the bills.
Now you're caving into those clowns in the front office.
This is
Those
porn
clowns
acting.
in the front office
Yes.
sign your paycheck and mine. They want more circulation, and I'm going to give it to them.
Oh.
Besides, it's not just sex.
Ah. What is
There's
it?
a story there, and I can smell it.
Oh.
You have an angle?
I've been thinking about it.
Yes.
Behind the scenes with the most gorgeous girls in America.
Wow.
Now we have,
Oh,
where's
my
part
God,
2?
That's, no, we can't do this today.
Dude, that's
We'll
so
watch
good.
an entire movie.
We can't do this today.
That's our goal, is to at some point watch an entire movie on the air.
Especially a good one like this. What happens? He smells a good story.
Yeah.
We can't. We just can't.
That was porn acting, you're right.
It was terrible.
So bad.
You have a story, do you?
The production values back then, like, you realize how far entertainment has come. I mean,
Yeah,
you
a
know,
lot slicker now, right?
you do. I mean, we are stuck with fucking lousy reality shows and just fucking mindless drivel. But I mean, look at that. That was terrible.
Yeah, you need some better dialogue.
Oof.
We're not putting these filthy cunt bags on our magazine. Hey, fucko, no one's buying our magazine. So it's either these filthy cunt bags or you're looking for a job. Good point. I wanted to see Bucky Dent's acting. Can't we see Bucky Dent? Can't you Google fucking Bucky Dent and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
Dallas Cowboy cheerleader movie, Bucky Dent.
I had a Yankee and the Cowboys in it.
That
There's nothing
is.
made me happier as a boy.
Why would they have that?
I don't know.
Why was Bucky Dent in there?
There's no clips, because he was a big star back then.
Yeah, he was. Because girls loved him. 240-something batting average, but the chicks loved him. He was a cute guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Average shortstop.
Oh, it's too
number 9
bad
hitter.
there's no clips. It's really too bad.
Nah.
I'm bummed out.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed.
None?
Not a one.
What's the Bucky Dent show? Who
I don't know.
No.
Who doesn't love Bucky Dent?
That's a shame.
Lots of people.
Roland, Ryan Seacrest got booed last night.
Yeah,
And you loved it?
I loved it.
Why did you love it?
I'm a big fan of his.
Because he's got Carson Daly's back is why he loved it.
That's right. Loyalty.
But it seemed like they lowered down the booze, though. You hear like a loud boo, then it started lowering. Like they
They turned it down.
Yeah.
Please welcome Ryan Seacrest.
I only know of one other countdown that might be as big as this one. America is ready for 17 weeks of excitement, followed by the drama of the playoffs, all culminating in New York at the Super Bowl.
Nobody likes this guy.
No.
The industry likes him, so he's just in places that we're going to be anyway. It's not like people go to watch Ryan Seacrest. He plays music people like, so they listen. He's at the fucking Times Square, so people watch. But the business likes him. He's a handsome guy.
He's very safe.
Yes, he's exactly what the business likes.
He's not offensive.
But why does everyone hate him? Like, he just...
Because he's a bore in
He's
the
a
end.
bore.
He stinks. He's worth millions, but he stinks.
And I mean, he's everything football isn't. Like, I don't know why they would have, other than the NBC tie-in to promote his stupid game show that's coming out. Like, why?
Oh, that's why. Yeah, of course.
But why would they think
cross promotion shit?
Football fans wouldn't boo Ryan Seacrest.
Right.
He's just... He says nothing interesting. Hey, yeah, he's an announcer voice.
Yeah.
It's just none of it's interesting.
It's nonsense.
It is nonsense.
That music starts up like it's a big fucking event,
and then they played,
Ryan Seacrest comes out.
Then they played Final Countdown right after him.
Yes.
That's a great song.
It's the final countdown.
No, electric. Sorry.
She's touching my penis. That's what I used to sing.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Jesus.
I got to say, I was watching a fucking ad for this new, I guess, the Honda fucking little minivan fucking kid carrier thing.
Sure.
Brilliant. They fucking put a goddamn vacuum in the car, like a little hatch in the back, on the like over the wheel well. You put it down and pull a fucking vacuum out, and they've like vacuum up like Cheerios and shit.
Beautiful.
It's like, why did it take so long to think to put a vacuum as part of the fucking car?
That's beautiful.
I was stunned, amazed. Kudos, Honda.
That one for Beavis?
No, Beavis doesn't need it. Boy, am I just teaching that cat just the worst fucking habits.
Why? What happened?
Why you
I don't
teach
know,
him how to surf certain websites?
Because it's cute, first of all, and like I don't like don't do that. So he the other day was climbing up the sliding screen door to my back, which you're supposed to not let him do that, I guess. Kind of bad, but that. And as far as playing and have him bite my hand and attack me and stuff like that, I just let him do that.
It's gonna backfire.
It's gonna backfire.
Sam knows. Sam has an old fucking grumpy cat now.
Yeah, but it's adorable.
Well,
it's adorable now.
My cat.
Look at that. It goes, yeah, it is.
He's like
Jesus.
20-pound monster, and he just sits there looking cute, and he comes up to you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna cuddle you. I'm just gonna cut." Whap!
Then just whaps you.
Yeah, he'll grab you with his nails. He'll try to bite a chunk out of your leg, out of your arm, whatever's near.
Yeah, like I'm walking to the refrigerator or something. I stop to open the fridge, and he just grabs on and crawls up my leg. You know how they do that climb up, and I'm like,
Nice.
oh, look at him.
You know what happened? I had my cat up on my shoulder, and now it takes my entire body because he's a
Right.
huge monster of a cat. And he thought it'd be funny. Oh, like I was a kitten, I'll crawl down his back. The entire back of my shirt ripped. I can't wear the shirt anymore.
Just bad habit. Is that what you did? You taught him bad habits?
Well, of course, because it's adorable. He was like the
I
size of
know.
a water jug. And it's like, look at this little guy. He's biting my feet. Go ahead and bite it, you little tyke.
Yeah.
Now you got a monster in your house.
Yeah, and now his big boy teeth came in, and he started
It's literally a monster.
You're
absolutely
raising
a
a monster.
I can't help it. It's just, I don't want to yell at the little thing.
Oh, that's funny.
We have to put a giant piece he can't be in the bedroom anymore when we sleep.
No.
Because he attacks Jess at 6 o'clock in the morning to wake her up. Like he just starts, trying to pull her hair out of her scalp.
That sounds...
And
well,
yeah,
that
but he's
not-
20 pounds now.
Yeah.
And batting her across the face. So we have to kick him out at night, and now we have to put a giant piece of cardboard up in front of the bedroom door, like a couple of hobos.
Why?
Because at 5 o'clock in the morning, he thinks now it's time to scratch at the door without stopping until somebody wakes up.
There you go, man.
And then if you let him in, you're just like, okay, you can come in and get on the bed, and we're going to go back to sleep. He's like, no, you're not going back to sleep.
Oh,
unless you
man.
want claws digged into your face.
He scratches your face.
Well,
Here's how you train. The first time that happens, you pick him up by the stomach and you throw him across the room.
Oh,
And he would
no.
never do that again.
You can't do
Cat
that.
Daddy says not to do
Oh,
that.
Jimmy better not ever
I've had
have
cats.
kids.
Oh, no.
I've had cats, but cats are different. You fucking got to scream at them. You can't scold them.
It makes them very aggressive when you do that.
No, but they know not to scratch your face.
You know what happens when I've
Spray bottle.
told him no? I go, no, and I wave my finger at him, and he'll take his little hands and swat at my finger, and I just go, aw.
Wait till the first day you come in with a giant gash across your finger.
That fucking gash that has like a quarter-inch of pink around it.
Yes.
Because it's fucking infected in a second.
I can't wait for this kitten to grow up.
That
Aw.
backwards training is so... Training them after they're a cute kitten is so
You know what he
difficult.
does when I yell at him? He turns sideways to me, hunches his back, puts his tail up and all puffy, and turns his head, and then bounces sideways. And I go, oh!
Exit stage left.
Oh, look at him, he's bouncing. It's hilarious.
How we doing with the viral videos?
I don't know. I just fucking put up that one video. I
doing
don't
well,
really
right?
pay attention.
You should.
I guess I
Got
should,
a
but
cute
I
little
don't-
fucking kitten
Oh,
that was made for the internet. Your kitten was made for the internet. Let's get this done.
I didn't video. He was trying to steal my beer last night.
See,
he likes stealing things. So I have the beer in my hand, and he comes up and grabs the pull tab with his teeth and fucking walks away with it.
How much of an intervention do you need? Even he sees it.
Even the tiny
He's been there 4 days, and he's like, oh, there's a problem here.
I'm not getting fed
Oh, shit.
until he wakes up.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, bad habits, though. You can't teach them later?
No. But
No?
I mean, I'm
Gotta start now.
It's so
no.
much fun when they're a kitten to have them do bad things. Like we used to, if we move our feet around in the bed, he'll attack our feet.
That's what he does.
Right, but now he still does it. He's 5 and 20 pounds of monstrous cat meat.
Oh, no. So he doesn't just realize, oh, I'm bigger now, I shouldn't do this.
I meant to send this to you, and I never did.
Oh, my God.
Because I saw the photos of you with the little cat lying on
the
you.
little kitten on my
Yeah,
shoulder.
this
Oh,
is
my
what it
God.
looks like.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so's the cat.
That cat is as wide as your torso.
Yeah.
No, that's a giant cat right
Fat fuck.
How many pounds is that?
He's 17 pounds.
That's
What
that's
did you
big
do?
for a
You
cat.
fed the cat too much.
No,
Yeah.
he's just a big feral cat.
Holy shit.
You ever spayed or neutered?
Yeah.
Didn't you get him wild or something?
He was feral from the pound.
Oh, see, why'd you do that? It's crazy.
Well, because it's like you get free kittens from the pound, and you could save them from being killed.
Fuck that. If
God,
they're
you're
there,
one of
there's
those
probably a
guys.
reason they were in prison.
It's a little baby cat.
Yeah.
So, is he nice to you?
Yeah, he is. He's
Why
nice
don't you
to me.
go adopt a convict?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's pretty much what you just did.
Go to fucking Rwanda and help a fucking child.
Right.
Adopted the child of a convict, not
Yes.
a convict.
I don't know. That's right. If they're in that predicament,
If they're
they did
in the
something
pound,
wrong.
they did something.
They did something
That's what
wrong.
I tell you.
He was
they're
born.
They're guilty of something.
That's right.
Going to just be a burden on everyone anyway. Might as well fucking kill him.
He's a victim of his environment.
No, I don't think so. I think it's in their fucking DNA.
Cats, right?
Yeah, the cats.
Yeah, no, he was born into where he was.
What? Oh. Yeah.
You guys.
I don't know. I like a more refined cat that was brought up and, had the parents right there. That's what I saw. I see no parentless fucking cat at a cat prison.
No, we just got this dark little kitty.
Oh,
with
God.
No parents.
Cat says what? Cat says.
The cat, I believe.
What is the cat say again?
It was
The elephant goes
no.
toot, ducks quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows.
What's that?
What does the fox say? What the fox say?
What is that from?
every EDM
What the
song.
fox say? Hockey, hockey.
That's from something, though. Dun, 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 dun. That's that whole thing is somewhere.
Hold
Oh,
A
it's
rock
that.
song?
No, it's like a dance song from the 80s. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody dance now.
Everybody dance now.
90s.
Yeah, 90s. Yeah.
Yeah?
That's it.
Let's say hi to Matt in West Virginia. Matt, talking cats, sir.
Oh.
What's up, buddy?
Hey guys.
Matt.
The best way I found to train a cat is you take it and you run it underwater in the sink, and then you put it in a Tupperware container, and you put it in the freezer for about an hour.
That isn't even funny.
No.
That would probably kill it, dude.
Oh, really?
There's always one in the
I know,
town
right?
we lived in. There was always a story.
You heard the stories of
It was Mill Pond for us. It was like a potato sack filled with kittens that they found. Like,
This
what
guy
the
used to
fuck?
take kittens and bury them up to the neck and run them over with the lawnmower.
There was one in every town that did some shit with cats.
I forget
kittens.
what story I heard. It was a girl I knew whose father, when the kittens were born, drowned each one, or he stepped on all of them. He killed them all by stepping on them.
Oh, was that
Fucking
terrible?
Horrible.
Oh. Jeez. I guess Patton Oswalt's here.
Okay.
Already.
Saw
All
him.
right, why don't we take a break then?
We could do that.
We'll break and we'll get Patton Oswalt on next. Stay there.
Coming this fall, daytime TV is back with a bite.
Hell yeah.
Spend your weekday afternoons laughing, loving, and learning with Mike.
I'm not going to say anything about the vagina.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson leaves the ring behind and hosts his own daytime TV show, giving dating advice.
That's how it is. Everybody knows. You stick with your ex even though you break up till you find somebody whose sex is better or just as good.
Sharing personal experiences.
Don Keenan, give me my per diem. I couldn't eat, motherfucker. How much beat you a grown man? I ain't eat, motherfucker. Fuck you, nigga.
And getting a little rowdy with the studio audience.
Fuck you! Fucking do it! Yeah!
Mike lets the audience in on his more reserved, well-read side.
Yes, sir. My diction super carries for your comprehension. I will endeavor to exclaminate more profound than yes, ma'am.
But he isn't afraid to let loose now and then, too.
Booga, booga, booga. Booga, booga.
Weekday afternoons this fall. It's Mike.
Woo!
Hosted by Mike Tyson. What do you say, champ?
What do you...
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's Pink Floyd Day, Anthony.
Is it?
Yes. E-Rock's being defiant. He refuses to play the Floyd.
Blatant insubordination.
We learned earlier that he hates Pink Floyd. Why are we playing this? Because it sounds like the Fox song we're playing off and on today.
Does.
That would be it.
Because everybody. Yeah.
We're hoping no one does the E-Rock parody of the Fox song.
Yes, because repeating it over and over is not going to make it happen.
Uh-oh, he's on to us. Fuck.
He's
Fourth wall.
Took 9 years, but I think he's finally on to us. What does the E-Rock say? What does E-Rock say? Yeah, you got to get rid of the Patton Oswalt outside the studio.
What's he up to?
Well, we're going to find out what Patton Oswalt is all about. We were having a nice conversation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was talking about an old clip from our show that I think his brother gave him, and he loved it.
Patton, how you doing, man?
Hello, Andy.
What's slapping?
You want to tell Ann what we were talking about? Because it's definitely worth mentioning on the air.
It's the clip of you, and someone combined it on YouTube. It's the clip of you guys dissecting Barry Williams' Branson show, and then goes right into Yakov's Dinner Adventure. I think I've watched that. I'm not exact, but probably like 10 times at this point.
God.
Especially because that's my nightmare for where my career would end up. Of like, okay, you got to think about this crowd and what they, because what really is scary about that clip is what they're selling is for one night you get to have the world the way you want it, which is nice and quiet and slow. And it's nice. Remember when the woman was like, you kept the food hot? And she goes, I don't know how you did it. And you realize what these people can afford is a lot of places where the food probably isn't hot, or they don't cook it really well, and there's nothing they can say about it. They have no power anymore.
Powerless.
So it's like, for one night, it's a world where the food is hot, there's no blacks. All this night, you get to have the world like it was in 1941 when you were still healthy and you weren't looking at death. Like, that's all that is.
We might have to podcast that, Sam.
Is
Write it down.
a great assessment of that.
And then the
place.
magnetic trays we were talking about, and there was a reason for the magnetic trays.
Here's the reason for the magnetic trays. They realized if we get rid of the tables, we can pack 200 more people into this room and seat them and feed them like pigs. Like, literally. And I think one of you guys were saying, and when the show's over, they just take a fire hose to the floor and tables and just wash it into a sluice gate, probably at the bottom of the auditorium, and then just get the next round of pigs.
The next
because they do like 5 shows a day. Like, get them in, move
them through.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes.
And then also the care that my personal chef takes, and as he's saying it, there's footage of just mass trays coming out with plastic covers to keep it hot. Like the visual totally negates everything that he's bragging about. My personal chef. He totally slaves over this.
Yes, slaving over the frozen chicken cordon bleu that he gets by the fucking, the shipping containers are out back full of chicken cordon bleu.
You don't think his chef was making it all fresh?
I don't think
it's
so.
Weird, yeah, and it's weird that he says that it's making it fresh, and yet they show a platoon of frightened Venezuelans who are working in his kitchen that are terrified of being hit. Like, it is the most horrifying. Oh God, that's so many.
It's one of our greatest discoveries ever.
I'm
when we learned about this. Yeah,
with Branson, that whole thing that we were watching that guy. What's his name? Kirby the magician.
Oh yeah,
and it was like this horrible trying to look like Vegas thing, but the tricks just weren't good, and it wasn't the glitz. It was Branson. You know?
Also, you watch it and realize, oh wait, this is 9:30 in the morning. This isn't Rat Pack stuff. This is
right.
And then we're gonna have my nap afterward, and then 3 o'clock dinner, and then we'll go to sleep, and that's waiting for so many of us.
I told Pat if he enjoyed that, he has to do the Joe Piscopo one we did. Where you came in that day and said, you got to see this Showtime Joe Piscopo special.
Woke up in the middle of the night, opened my eye, and Joe Piscopo was on. It was a new special that he had. It was Club Piscopo, it was called. And it's like him going, doodle-you-doo, just doing like Frank Sinatra stuff, telling stories in between the songs.
This was recent.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Most recent Showtime special.
Yes.
Maybe a year ago at this point.
Oh, this is just...
I was stupefied.
I was when I was in Staten Island. I was telling Opie that he has he had it when I was there. He had like a residency at some hotel that he was doing like out on Staten Island, which I thought that's kind of cool. Like he's out like while you're in Manhattan doing stuff out on Staten Island.
Yeah,
Joe Piscopo's going up right now and doing a show, but a whole show. Oh, is that like on? I just got XM radio satellite 103. I got that station which has you guys on it now. So I just listen to
nice.
it. I'm riding around L.A. It justifies all my anger.
E-Rock's actually going to burn a CD of the Joe Piscopo thing
I would.
for you.
Oh man,
I think you would enjoy that if you like the Yakov / Barry
Well,
Williams
the Yakov
stuff.
thing is great because they match the visuals to everything you guys
Yes,
are talking about.
I love
which
that they're
really
doing that.
adds to the horror of what you're seeing. Like
Nightmare.
as bad as your descriptions are, all the visuals back up every
They're
single
right
thing you're
there.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
There's no denying it.
I'm hoping someone does that with the Happy Days thing we did yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'll do really well. And discovered a Happy Days episode where they handle the
racial issue.
The racial issue.
Yeah. It was
Tom
one of the
Bosley has a
original
black
ones.
friend.
It was one of the original ones.
It was
not in front of the
terrific.
live studio audience. It was done on film. It was one of the original ones. And yeah, he was going to be the best man at a black guy's wedding, and they had the black guy at his house, and they had the stereotypical neighbor come over and go, oh, she's all like scared because he's a black guy.
We watched the
That was crazy.
whole episode yesterday.
Oh wow!
On this show.
Well, there's
whole
also
thing.
that clip where you guys. I can't believe I'm like it's like I'm a nerd that win a morning with Opie and Anthony. And then remember that one episode that you did when you. But there's this episode where you guys dissected, and this is also on YouTube. The Dudley episode of Different and in which you uttered the line Dudley's a goer. I was like, But then there was a website, I think it's College Humor, or it might be on the website, but they pointed out all those very special episodes where a kid is molested, or someone is raped, or someone has cancer.
Overdoses.
Yeah, or overdoses. Those were live tapings for an audience, most of which had traveled from the Midwest. Like, we're going to go to L.A., we're going to go see a show, and they've bought a ticket, and they've sat there for 4 hours to watch a kid get raped. Like, their big Hollywood trip ends with watching a show about a kid being molested.
They just wanted to laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you were saying they were the lucky audience.
And it was the best birthday I ever had.
Yeah, they just wanted to escape.
One of those shows, like,
Go
I'm
to
going to see the
LA.
show. It's a comedy. We all
Go to
laugh.
Hollywood
We watch it every week.
Boulevard
Yeah, we
and-
watch it. And they got to sit
see
there and
a
be the
show.
audience that goes, oh. That low, like, oh.
The one time they hear Arnold say, "What you talking about?" It's to a man about to rape his friend in a fucking empty tub.
Right.
What you talking about? It's not the same
the
fun
catchphrase
tone.
isn't as fun. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really what you talking about.
Yeah.
This
we
is
do
our
like
anniversary.
we do like picking things apart on this show.
That's fun.
Yeah.
The Happy Days one is the latest one. That was
That
great.
was yesterday.
It
Yeah,
was fun.
Fun to
man.
watch them juggle the racial issue and.
And
It was fun.
so
Gary Marshall
ham-handed.
style?
Yeah. Yes, it was done so ham-handedly.
You got a clip there,
just
Sam?
awful.
Or no?
I'm just looking up to see what's out. There's a 4.5-hour YouTube video, which is the all parts, the saga of you guys and Joe Piscopo.
Wow.
So if you have 4.5
Are there visuals
hours,
and stuff?
Because I think
there are some throughout.
I think
Okay.
The next day we had him on the show.
Yeah, it was a trilogy.
You were saying,
it was a
man,
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5 parts, E-Rock is saying, and then then he started coming in, and he's getting girls pregnant all over the place, and we're like, "Will you stop?"
He's an animal, Piscopo.
He's an animal. We love him.
Yeah.
In the end, we love the guy.
Oh, he loves throwing that seed around, that Piscopo seed. Man, he just knocks these young girls up.
He's got to fertilize the earth.
Yes, with
when the
Piscopos.
earth loses its Piscopo, the dead will walk the earth. That's why Piscopo's
We
here.
could get him on the phone right now if you want to say hi, Patton.
Jesus.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Want a quick phone call with Joe?
We put the whole thing on a podcast too, so it's out there.
Okay,
the,
good.
The whole.
Right.
I'm telling you, the Joe Piscopo stuff is terrific.
I love he just refuses to pull out. Like, I really respect him.
Oh, yeah.
He's had nothing but bad luck, and he just won't stop fucking aiming for the womb.
He is a fertile guy.
Holy shit. This guy's batting fucking 870. What Hall of Fame numbers he has.
Yes. I almost want to just play the Joe Piscopo now.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And then I saw you're all over Channel 11 here in New York. You're all over that, King of Queens, and then I turn on.
yeah.
Then you're at the video store at Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, that role.
That's
my
great, man.
my that was when you that was my first TV role, and that's the classic first timer on TV. I'm there just to set up Jason Alexander doing something funny, and I'm trying to get a laugh from my all I'm saying is, I'm sorry, sir, it doesn't work that way, and I'm putting so much spin on each of my words. Like,
I'm
is there
gonna make
any way
something
I can
of myself.
find nothing?
So this is out. Someone has it.
Out? Oh, no. I've been to 4 other places. You're the only ones that have had it.
Well, I can put it on reserve for you if you'd like.
Maybe we could call them and ask them to return it.
Oh, sorry. We can't do that.
Boom!
Maybe they're done with it. I could go pick it up.
Attitude.
I don't think so. It doesn't work that way?
Doesn't work that way. Oh, damn it! And then it's my back. Oh, I just
Wait a minute. That was one of your first times on TV, though?
That was my very first paid acting gig on TV.
Wow, that's
absolute
cool.
first one.
Shit.
That was the first one, 1994.
Good for you.
Wow,
and then
man.
I got a
hell of a start.
Well, after it aired, I got this call from a not even a friend of mine from high school, like this acquaintance that was like, "Hey, I checked you out on TV." And I go, "Oh, hey, thanks, man." He goes, "Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'm getting into acting now, Like, I was thinking about this." And I go, "Oh," and there's a guy that never was, and I go, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Yeah, so I'm gonna maybe come if I came out, like I could crash in your spare room or something." And I said, "Well, I'm living in a studio apartment. My bed is in my kitchen." And he's like, "Oh, come on, man. I just saw you on TV. And now you're trying to," I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Wow. You have a house. I saw you on TV. You have a house."
Just because
and I was like, I made less on that gig than I have on any. Like, that basically got me an AfterCard. I didn't even get money off of that.
Yeah.
So
people actually will think that. I was guilty of the same thing with our own Greg Opie Hughes here. Back when I was just doing Opie's show from 7 to midnight.
I was a big deal as a single
out on Long Island.
Sir.
Oh, I didn't.
Out
wow.
on Long Island.
I was kicking ass on Long Island.
I'll check your Wikipedia page.
Yeah, go read it. WBAB is out on Long Island.
Doing very well for myself.
And I would come in like maybe once a week and do something. And then I was like, "Oh, why don't you come over to my house? We'll hang out." I'm like, "Holy fuck, this is fucking cool." Yeah. And he tells me where to go, and I'm driving. I'm like, "Wait, this isn't what, this should be like a gated community mansion." And then I pull up to this house, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I look around, and it's just
a shitty house, and I don't even have the whole house.
No, you didn't even have the whole house.
I'm running the top half.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started thinking, because it was in Northport, and I'm just kind of like, oh, this must just be a summer home. Like, Opie's summering in Northport.
Summering.
You know how people go to Northport just to chill out? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was an old house, a lot of rusted shit in the yard and the backyard.
Yeah. I was
porch.
just like, oh, man, I thought...
I had to deal with a horrible landlord.
He's got his own radio show. He's got to be wealthy.
What did you guys do in the house together that day?
Yeah,
we actually watched The Crow.
Did we really?
Yeah, it was The Crow.
There's something so creepy about it. You guys watching The Crow. That's so random.
Little did we know the future would be this.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember though, because it was like there was no lights on either. It was really dark.
Of course it was. You're off the air at midnight. So going for 2 in the morning, fucking brew and crow
in the
viewing?
house, like in that little living room area.
I didn't have money to pay the electric bill.
It's so funny. You guys watching The Crow at 2 in the morning
together, and
we're like, I have plans to conquer New York.
Talking about
it's going to happen.
Yes,
but it continued in Boston. We were kicking ass together now, and we weren't making any money.
No,
we finally made money when we came back to New York.
I realized very quickly that was a fallacy. That if you're on the radio, you're wealthy.
We were huge in Boston, and we were still struggling. More or less.
Yeah, Opie was living with my mother-in-law.
Yeah, I lived with her for 6 months. Going, fuck, that's 6 months of rent I don't have to deal with.
Right. You can get some savings or something.
Yes.
We moved in. We all were living there. Me, my wife at the time, and Opie, and the mother-in-law living in her little fucking townhouse. And but my wife and her mother got along so poorly that it was like day one. She's like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. I gotta get away from this bitch."
And I go to Ed. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are leaving, but this is great. I like this."
Fucking, she cooks dinner.
She actually did my laundry. Yeah. I think she made the bed every day when I went to do the radio show with Ann. I'm like, and my chick at the time didn't want to move to Boston, so I'm like, "What the fuck? I'll just stay where I am."
That's what I was thinking at the time too. It was kind of like, oh, I could fucking, save up some money. I don't know how we got into this.
I don't know.
This is depressing. All the millennials out there. Yeah, can we get off on a different subject right now? Because I'm living with my parents. I have a law degree, for God's sakes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, get the Piscopo saga. Piscopo saga. Sorry, I'm looking at the.
I don't even know if you need the visual on that one. I think you could just pop that.
We play a little
While
audio,
you're driving around. Yeah.
I lived at home until I was 30, and you know how I remember I met a girl in Vegas when I was opening for Dice at the fucking Venetian, and she thought I was fucking hot shit. And I was joking with her. I was being sarcastic. I'm like, yeah, I got a Jag and a Benz, and she's like, really? Oh no! Oh my God, she believed it. And then she fucking I flew her to Jersey, where I lived with Florentine.
Oh no!
And I'll never forget when she saw what a fucking hunk of garbage my apartment was because I had the roof leaking.
Remember?
She's like, do you have any vodka? And I gave her fucking vodka, and I just taught her chess in my living room. It was fucking.
That was your whole.
That was my time.
Wow.
I just felt so bad about that.
Black mold on the walls.
We did a Cribs with Jim Norton. We actually went through his plays.
Really?
When I was 33 years old.
It was unbelievable how much mold he had in that joint.
It was terrible.
I love how she immediately goes, "Do you have any vodka? Like, can I just numb this?"
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm about to get surgery in the Old West. Just give me some bourbon and let's get this over with.
Where's the Benz?
You gotta tell him real fast before we move on to other shit. You would bring girls back to your parents' house.
Well, I was in my late 20s. Yeah, I'd get blown in the fuck. I remember me and my friend Larry got a fucking pregnant prostitute in my fucking grandmother's, where she's dead, but in her basement. And this girl sparked up a crack pipe. She sparked up a fucking crack pipe. I'll never forget that. 9 months
In
pregnant.
Grandma's house.
Yeah, I mean, my parents' house.
Oh, in your parents' house.
Jim, you casually rushed by about 8 horrific things just to get to the point of your story. I got this pregnant prostitute. It's my grandma. She's dead. So anyway, wait a minute. We're just rushing by all that shit. Where are we heading? Like, what's the kicker of this? Of all that? Like, don't worry about that.
It's just the illusion of wealth people have. They think that you're doing better in show business. They have no idea.
Yeah, that is true.
I lived in this house. Just show them the photo being pulled up. That's what, I lived in this house until I was doing comedy for 13 years. 10 years to 13 years is when I lived here. Just the photo. Don't even show them the whole house. It's too long. But
yeah, just show them
the black mold.
There's all the mold on the ceiling.
God.
Yeah, this is online if you guys want to check it out.
Oh, behind that picture. That is disgusting.
Look at it, the mold is leaking.
Watch when they lift that picture up. This is so fucking
Yeah, they were hiding
terrible.
the mold with that picture, obviously.
No, I don't want to.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, this is where I lived,
There's
man.
mold.
Here we go. Okay, they are lifting a picture of. Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, no.
That's like Amityville horror shit.
That's
right there.
Isn't that, and it's under, of course, a nice framed Chagall.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my framed Chagall. Isn't that like isn't that weird brain eating mold?
That's just
dangerous. You have to flee the house
That's
once
the
you
black
have
mold,
it.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
This doesn't seem that long ago.
Yeah, it's fucking.
It's got to be 13 years ago, right?
What are we in 2013?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's 13 years ago.
Yeah, I'd been at it probably almost nearly 20 years before I could afford a house. There's not that much.
Wow.
People see you because you have so much exposure. People don't realize that fame and fortune are usually completely opposite.
Yeah.
You know, you can be very famous and have zero fortune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a fucking long process to make any kind of fucking real money, man. And people are so disappointed when they realize
Oh, man,
that
yeah.
you're broke.
If you're on TV, you have a shitload of money. That's the illusion.
And then when you start making money, one of the first things you have to do is start paying off all the debt you accrue to even get. Like I had so much debt that there was nothing I could do about it. Like I have to keep living in this debt because this is the life I'm living. And then thank God I was able to finally pay it off.
That's exactly.
But it was bad.
Yes, that happened to me too with credit cards and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I just resigned to the fact that I am going to be paying the minimum balance for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah. How many times? I remember one time, oh, God, okay, I was in San Francisco. My phone got cut off because I hadn't paid the bill. So I got to walk down. I was rolling nickels and quarters. I had this huge bucket of change, and I sat there for a few hours and rolled enough to literally, I had like $200 in nickels. I had them in a big bag, a trash bag, and I walked down to the office, the phone company office, where you literally can pay it in person and get it turned on right there. So I'm lugging this trash bag down Clement Street so I can go pay my bill. And there's this kid, I was like 20 at the time, he was like 17, a able-bodied totally healthy young kid begging on Clement Street, just like, hey, you get any change? Like, just again, this is like early '90s, and I was like, I am really sorry, I don't have any money, and I actually stopped. There's no reason to talk to this idiot, and I'm like, I got to go pay this phone bill. I have just enough to pay it. I got to get my phone turned back on, and because I'm trying to be a member of society, you able-bodied young man. So then I go to the office, I pay it, but I had like 87 cents left. Like, oh, I actually had more than I thought.
Nice.
I was so happy that when I was going back, I passed him and I went, "Hey, man, look, I got some change," and I gave him my change because I was in such a good mood.
Oh man!
And then he stopped and he went, "You said you were broke, you fucking asshole!"
Jesus! Holy shit!
So okay, that's got it.
Yeah.
You don't realize people can rip you off on credit cards too. That's a problem when you get into credit card debt. I had $3,000 on each one, and then all of a sudden I had like a $10,000 hit.
Whoa.
I used to go to these prostitutes and pay with a credit card. And I really would. It would never occur to me that they would rip you off.
Oh, really? The prostitutes wouldn't rip you off.
Yeah. So I had to call and fucking get $10,000 worth of fucking bullshit charges taken on my credit cards.
Well, that's weird because you haven't seen the Jim Norton Memorial thank you from all the prostitutes for all the rice cookers and laundry machines you bought them. There's a whole that joke went fucking oh my god, could not have been sweatier or clankier. Jim, did you see one time? Oh fuck,
clankier.
I literally limped my way towards a non-punchline, right?
I threw out a dumb story that there really wasn't nowhere to go with. I gave you the beginning, middle, and end. There's nowhere to go with it.
Why? That's an amazing story without the details.
I didn't even mention that they were trannies. I mean, believe me. Thank God I didn't throw that in.
But Jim's face was literally, I was like a special kid. Spending a day with him, like, let's let him tell his story. And then, when oh, God.
Jimmy, when a pregnant hooker shows up, Are you pissed?
She didn't show up. We picked her up.
Oh, crap.
She was a streetwalker. 8.5 months, 9 months. I mean, literally.
My God.
Yeah, no bullshit. No.
There was
and
no
you had no
other
problem.
hookers walking
No
around
problem with it. I don't remember why we did that. I remember she blew both of us. She blew me and Larry, and then she sparked up a crack pipe right by my grandmother's old bookcase, and she had a copy of Johnny We Hardly Knew Ye in the bookcase about JFK.
Maybe they were just, Jimmy and his friend were reading The Good Earth. They're like, oh, the scene where she gives birth in the rice field. Let's just try to recreate that.
Was there any guilt?
Yeah, a little
that
bit.
She was 8.5, 9 months pregnant?
Yeah. No, it was the drugs I felt bad about. Like, man, you ever smell coke when it's being cooked? It's a fucking...
No.
It's a very distinct odor. And I was worried my parents would fucking smell it.
Oh, man. Were they upstairs at the time?
Yeah.
You bring a fucking pregnant hooker into the downstairs part of the house when your parents... I remember being nervous, like just having a girl over on the couch doing normal fucking shit, making out and dry humping.
You were worried they were going to come check it out, right?
What was that? Is that not a pregnant hooker smoking crack next to Johnny We Hardly Knew Ye?
I can't wait till Jim gets his Louis-style show and his pitching stories. So in this episode, there's a pregnant, like 3 months. Oh, no, 9. She's got to be 9, ready to pop. She'll be smoking crack.
Trust me, Jim already has that show written and is just trying to get rid of it.
Can we get the clearance to use the book Johnny We Hardly Knew? I need that in the shot. I need that to frame the left side of her face as she's doing it.
The camera has to pan to that before commercial.
So, Pat, what are you promoting? We haven't even mentioned Patton's promoting.
Oh, right,
Whatever happened to Moby Dick? Is that a book you written? Or,
Yeah. No, I'm... there's 2 things I'm doing. The next Tuesday is the season 2 premiere of The Heart She Holler, which is an Adult Swim show that the guys they did Wonder Shows. I don't know if you ever watched Wonder Shows, and Wonder Shows and is amazing. It's like if Sesame Street were on bath salts, and they go and just drive people in New York insane and they have these things like kids on the street, kids on the beat kids, and it's like kids doing the news. So there's a kid, they dress a kid as Hitler, and then he's talking to me like, what do you think is wrong with the youth of today? Like, these old people are like, why are you dressed as Hitler? Like, they're so upset. And then they also send this kid to the racetrack to talk to just these old people at the racetrack. And this one little kid's like, I can do an impression of you. And this sweet old man's like, really? Yeah. Gamble, 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 die. So those guys did this show called The Heart She Holler, which is like, think of the most annoying Brooklyn hipster and what they think the South is, they think a red state is, and then give that person bath salts, and that's what the show is. It's just this insane inbred, and we did 6 episodes 2 years ago, and Adult Swim liked it so much they went, why don't you do 14 more? We're going to run them every single night of the month like a soap opera. So it's just weird. Wow. They're each like 11 minutes long, and it's the most...
Nice. They do short shows on Adult Swim,
They
right?
do very short. Yeah, it has that nice, like, cool... If it's only 11 minutes, just do 11 minutes. Make it great. And it is the most disgusting shit I've ever done on camera.
Oh, wow.
The weirdest shit I've ever done. If you want to watch, like, people crawling into women's vaginas and a woman... There's a scene they showed last night. They did a thing at the Nighthawk in Brooklyn where a guy... Oh, God, this is so gross. I'll just put it this way. A woman does him from behind because something is sticking out of his rear that she is riding, and I'll just leave it at that. It's horrifying.
I would gather.
Is she sharing a dildo with his asshole in her vagina?
You know what? See, that would be nice. No, it's something even.
Oh, nice! A very solid log.
Thank you.
Wow,
I didn't want to be the one to say it, so. But it's brilliant. It's a brilliant show. And then now that I've said all that, next Saturday, the 21st in L.A., I'm doing the Los Angeles Public Library is doing this celebration of Moby Dick.
Wow, look at
so
that.
I'm doing
You're all
3 readings. I'm just going to go to 3 different libraries and read sections from Moby Dick, which they've sent me these sections. I mean, I've never read all of Moby Dick. I'll admit it. Sorry. That is a seriously fucked up book.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that goes on in that book. It's just pages and pages of just psychosis. So I'm going to be reading some of the weirdest parts because doing this whole thing.
Put on a dramatic reading voice?
I think I'm going to try to, and then I'm going to get confused and angry because these passages are really, really weird. I didn't know that Herman Melville was so
Twisted.
damaged. Yeah, like
just
a
twisted.
damaged guy.
Yeah.
How long is each passage?
Each like a page and a half, like really quick, and then I'll talk to the audience about like what the hell just happened, like, and there'll be people there that there's already people like because I was announcing it on Twitter, and then they're like, hey, make sure to read this passage because I've been looking some of them up, and they're really hard.
There's some twisted shit in there, like his fucking captain and the cabin boy and shit. And,
there's a lot of like. There's all these references, or at least they allude to the idea that he hates this whale so much that he's gone to all these islands of different savages, and he's storing these like Zoroastrians and these crazy religious fanatics, but he keeps them stored like under the decks, and they just sit there smoking weed all day and going crazy. And the minute the whale surfaces, he's gonna like let these maniacs loose to go kill this thing. So on the deck of the ship is Queequeg and Ishmael and all these guys, but then underneath of it, it's like the gathering of the Juggalos, and he's just giving them all PCP, and they're gonna go kill this thing.
Throw them out like a cluster bomb of savages.
Exactly. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So.
I had no idea.
No.
I've never read the book.
No, I haven't either. I know nothing
I think
about
I might have to
Moby
read
Dick.
that one.
That's cool.
I just hear the name and giggle.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Well, also what I didn't know about the book was Herman Melville was this hugely successful, like, killer diller author, money, fame, and then he spent all these years writing his great American music, and it ruined him, and he died penniless and kind of crazy. Yeah, this thing just ate him alive, and he wouldn't. And they put it out. Everyone hated it. Like all their reviews were like, "This is the worst, most unreadable piece of shit." This guy's flushed his career down the toilet.
When did it become a classic?
I think like 50 years after he was dead.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really weird. He just kind of blew it. So
damn.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a guy like imagine Like think of like Bruce Springsteen, and then all of a sudden he stops doing music for 10 years and then comes out with this weird atonal, like he's just banging on like a weird, like a Dixie cup with a mummified penis for 4 hours, and everyone's like, that's it. He goes, it's all I'm doing from now on. They're like, God, he's going, and then he just ends up like dying in a men's hotel somewhere.
But then 50 years later, people dig that.
Like, this is the greatest album ever.
Do you know the history of how it turned it around and how it became a classic?
I don't know. I still got to read that part because it's an amazing. It is a fascinating story about a guy burning his life to the ground, and then that becomes a thing. And then his big bestseller books, no one gives a shit about. That were bestsellers during his lifetime. No one reads anymore.
When did he? What was his life and death years roughly?
I don't know.
Did he die in the 1900s or the 1800s?
I think he died in the late 1800s, but don't quote me. Yep, there you go. Get on Wikipedia.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
He's also one of his big bestsellers was called Umo. OOMO, and if you do crossword puzzles, you see that a lot.
Yeah.
It just says Melville novel. Oh, this person needs vowels in his puzzle, so here comes Umo. Get no Umo, because that's going to be the one in there.
Well, you got 1819 to 1891.
He lived a fucking, what was he, 73?
Almost made it.
72 years old, right?
Lived a long life, died miserable.
You doing animation still?
Yeah, I do. Well, now I because my daughter is 4 and we watch all these animated shows, and then sometimes I'll tweet about them I can't get the Doc McStuffins tune out of my head.
Of course.
And then they'll call me and go, "Hey, you want to do a voice?" I'm like, yeah. All of your favorite 90s musicians are all doing kid shows now. Mickey Mouse Clubhouses, They Might Be Giants. They do all the music. Doc McStuffins is that girl from Letters to Cleo.
Oh, shit.
And she's like this big songwriter and does so. It's like all of your alt 90 darlings.
That's where they went.
They all went there.
They knew where. Like, there's cash in that, right?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they don't have to tour. They're happy.
It's got to be easy to write.
My son's go-to movie in the car is Ratatouille. So when I saw Patton, I'm like, can I just choke you, please?
I'm so sorry.
Because when these kids latch onto a movie, they will not let go for a long time.
I will say though that's
I love
a very
the movie,
smart
by the way.
kid that can watch Ratatouille at age 3.
He loves it.
And
although he makes us fast forward through the scary parts, the whole rainstorm in the beginning and stuff.
Well, because the shotgun, that's really dark.
Yeah, he knows when he's like
scary part.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to turn it off. He goes, just fast forward for me.
Yeah, I want to see the rest of it.
That's crazy.
Just be happy that because one of the things my daughter is into is that Dora the Explorer.
That's okay.
Dora the Explorer, you like Dora the Explorer? How much do you like it? 1, 2, 3.
He knows.
Oh no! Oh God!
For us, it's Caillou. Caillou's the whiny little.
Bald
he's a whiny little fuck, and then I hear my son imitating Caillou. I'm like, no, you're not going to imitate Caillou.
Yeah, it's and also now a lot of these,
I hate. That's the only one I can't stand out of all the kids' programs.
Yeah, and she loves and that little theme, that weird. I'm Caillou.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Do you do animation voices, Jim? Because you have an amazing voice for animation. You should be doing voiceovers.
Thank you. I wish there was somebody else in my career that felt that way. A person of power or influence that was managing me.
When you guys were playing the early Jim Norton thing with that voice, it sounded like you were doing a voice.
Yeah,
really
how we doing? Oh, I should have been had my throat cut.
Yeah.
That's back at was that here? We did it at
NEW.
It was just
played that
over,
recently.
Best of.
Yeah.
We just played it last week. I think.
Amazing.
Who came in? Patrice fucking Boss.
Yeah, they were all. It was like they brought in the Magnificent Seven of Ballbusters and then found the most embarrassing technique. Like it was the perfect storm of ball busting.
That's exactly.
We've done a few of those over the years. They're very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We've played some of our old radio shows from the beginning, and
you don't get
Jimmy's
through,
old stand up.
4 words before somebody just jumps in and starts pounding
what?
you. Yeah,
so brutal.
It's humiliating.
Jimmy's voice.
It is.
Mine was terrible.
Yeah, people.
Oh, like me.
What were you? What were you dressed in? Like, how were you dressed? What were you wearing?
It should have been a fucking suit with my hands over my chest and a sack pillow. I was wearing fucking baggy purple, like fucking workout pants.
No!
And dude, I was a cunt, and a fucking black like mock turtleneck. I was
wow,
just a zilch. An absolute zero.
At the time, you thought you looked good, though.
Oh, my God,
You know.
I sure did. High energy, smiling. You know, they're enjoying me.
Always greet him with a smile and be totally inclusive.
I listen to
no
that.
one left out.
Yeah, that like me shit. You got to be likable. You got to be likable. And when you first start, you hear that, and you want the industry to like. It's all this nonsense you buy into that, thank God, some of us get out of. And
Well, how much nonsense? Remember when you would buy into the idea that if you fuck up at this club or anger this club, in your mind, it's a network.
Right,
and they
right.
all talk to each other, and you'll be banned from all. Like suddenly you have a cabaret card, and it's 1961, and you're going to be banned, and then you realize later, it would have actually helped my career if certain club owners had hated me immediately.
Yeah.
Because the word would have gotten out that, this guy's actually good if this asshole doesn't like him.
if he hates him or, fuck him.
There's no loyalty. You could burn down the Cleveland Improv and then still hire you in Baltimore.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They really don't. So, yeah, there was always that, so frustrating.
How do you know, like, when you're starting out like that, what to even wear? Like, I'm wearing these purple things. Like, was it calculated? Did you go into that closet and be like, tonight I'm on stage, let me get that? Or did you just throw on
Club
what was
owner
clean?
gave me them. This guy, Mark Vito, who runs Club Casbah, and Wildwood gave me a couple of baggy pants. I just thought they were kind of cool, and I would tuck my shirt in.
Here's the one I wore during my fight with you, Rock. Blue shorts.
Exactly.
I would always try to I would always try to dress like in the subtle comedian uniform.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe like the suit jacket, but then the jeans, and then the bright sneakers. Like, come on, he's we don't know what's gonna come out of this guy. He's dressed for fun, and then the t-shirt under the suit jacket with a weird ironic logo on it. You know, look, it's the Mr. Bubble logo. I'm nuts. We don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, if I'm willing to put this on, what's gonna happen? Oh, Jesus, it's so pathetic, so needy. There's nothing. That's what's hard about watching you when you're yourself when you're young. It's not that you're not funny; it's that you're needy. You're so needy.
It was both.
Yeah,
I was not funny and I was needy.
That's that. When we were going through old radio stuff, I was
so happy to be there.
Months out of doing construction, so I was just so happy.
But you get a pass.
I'm like, oh my God, so everything was so like, oh yeah, over the top, fun. I was just so eager to, like anything, I'd throw in an imitation. I must perform.
Because the attic was waiting for you.
Yes, that attic was.
So you kind of have a pass. You came out of this kid. Anthony came out of. He came out of nowhere, though.
But it is,
I started,
and that's where he's going.
I started this shit when I was 18. He's in his 30s, comes out of nowhere, and fucking boom.
But you know what his advantage was, and yours too, is because you started young and you started with the past you had. You had this cliff of darkness behind you. There's nothing to fall back on. So you've got to work twice. It makes you work twice as hard when you have got nothing.
We both had nothing.
Like I had when I started doing stand up, I kind of blew everything else.
Right.
And I realized I can't work in every office I worked in. Either people hated me or I hated it, and I had a terrible attitude because so I'm just like, I have a cliff to my back.
Yeah.
If I fall back, I will fall off the planet and be gone. So
you're one of those people that they fell through the cracks of society.
I literally, that's where I would have ended up. I would have been somewhere.
all those guys almost made it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that's the other side of this. There's guys that almost made it but had the cliff at their back and they fucking fell.
How many comedic geniuses do we know? Truly visionary guys that just never... They're just gone, or they're still around. But what do you do?
Or they made bad decisions. A lot of them, or a lot of people wanted to just work. The big road headliners of like 1992. I started 1990, and a lot of those guys began in the 80s. And they headlined before they were ready because the 80s had a fucking million clubs, so everyone got the headline.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got bottlenecked, squeezed out in the fucking early 90s, and they couldn't find work. And like those guys that would work in like 92, 93, they're gone now. Because a lot of those rooms aren't around.
So also they got used to a certain lifestyle of, I make this much money, I do this. And the people that survived when the boom stopped, and there were people that did make it, but those are the ones who are like, I got to get some other shitty job and keep doing stand-up until it comes around again.
Yeah,
some people
yeah.
did do that, but you're right. There were some people that are like, I used to headline at I used to headline at a club chain that does not exist.
It doesn't even exist
and
anymore.
no one cares.
Yeah, yeah.
And there were also those guys that they wrote their 45 minutes and then they just I'm done writing.
Yep,
exactly. I got my 45.
That's my life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
My life's comedy.
I don't understand those guys.
Why would I go on stage for no money?
You see, some of those guys come through, once a year, and you go see them. You're like, what are you doing?
It's the same thing.
Same exact thing.
Isn't it fun? I thought it was fun writing jokes. That was the whole point of doing this. You have to do the same shit over and over again.
New stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys, I'm merciless with those guys. They're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
You're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Fucking write a joke or try a joke.
They was
same fucking dog shit inflection for 10 years. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
On HBO, I think it's HBO Classic Comedy, whatever the fuck it is. They play a lot of the old specials from the 80s and stuff, and you see these guys, and you're like, oh yeah, that guy, and he had like a little fame back then, and you realize you never saw this guy after like the boom of stand-up comedy. They're gone.
Are they? I was going to ask. Are they still doing comedy, but in some
Who
weird
the
fucking
fuck even knows?
places?
They just
Or
disappear.
I don't even know.
Some of them just disappear, man.
A lot of the guys that I started with in D.C., these headliners ended up on morning radio doing AM.
Oh, really?
Not like satellite stuff, but I mean like AM local and angry, like beyond conservative. And like there's a guy. I remember a guy that I used to work with, and we weren't really friends, work with him, and he was going off about, I used to be a comedian and black people in clubs. Let me tell you something, because I've actually experienced it. I'm like,
was it Kramer?
It was, but it was like, I see what you're saying, but you're basing a political philosophy on 3 bad nights that you had at Garvin's, which, by the way, were bad nights. But you need to that was his argument with the call. Yeah, you ever do Garvin's?
No, but I remember the name from DC.
Garvin's was their big claim to fame. They're gone. Is that they had Dave Chappelle starting out. He got his start there, and they treated him like such absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
That he left for New York. And then I remember another club, not Garvin's, but one a lot like Garvin's. Dave Chappelle was getting ready for his first hour, the Killing Him Softly, and his managers called the club and said, Dave would like to do the weekend. You can have him for $800 for the whole weekend. He just wants to do sets. This is the last minute. All you got to do is give him $800. So this is Dave Chappelle, right?
He probably just wanted some money.
It was already
to
Dave Chappelle.
Food or pay for his room.
Exactly.
Right.
And they wouldn't pay him. They wouldn't do it. And then I heard the two managers talking, and one of them was like, fucking kid used to MC here for $25 a set 5 years ago, and suddenly we got to give him $800. It's like, well, because he's not the kid like in their mind, you're just frozen there, and that's
you're still the same piece.
How great is it they're gone? How great is it?
The whole thing just collapsed.
That's great.
Yeah.
It is nice when
Dummies.
you get a club from a scumbag club owner running it, and it just goes belly up. Good. That fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's just the.
It happened with bands too. When we used to play, and at the end of the night, you go to get paid, and there's always a problem. We had the door count, and it was this. It's like we had our own guy with it. I gotta go with my guy. And you're like, you're going to screw me on 25 people? You prick.
Like you do realize this can't sustain. Like eventually your club is just going to collapse.
Right.
There's no way if you keep pissing the talent off, no one will come
fucking
back
everyone
here.
over.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
And they all try to. They all try to fuck you for 8 seats or 10 seats. Or now we're doing a golden ticket thing, but you weren't supposed to because we have a contracted ticket price. They all try to get an extra few dollars.
See, that's what, again, if they were trying to fuck me over for 20 grand, I would at least respect that I'm dealing with a supervillain. But when you're dealing with someone and they're like, I just talked to you for 20 minutes because you were trying to get like $48 out of me. That's what drives me crazy.
Yeah.
That much.
And it's weird when you have these like old clubs that like for years you worked in, and then you realize that it's 2013, and you're going back October 11 and 12 to the Comedy Cabaret at Poco's Restaurant in Doylestown.
Oh, Jimmy.
Tickets are on sale now. I'm working on my new hour, so I'm just going there. Yeah, and tickets are cheaper. We're doing $15 tickets. I wanted to do $10 tickets, but they couldn't do them because they make no liquor money. And it's where I want to go just to work. I'm going to have like maybe some paper with me and just work on material.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, when I was doing this, I just taped my new special in July, and I did the same thing. I did every Thursday night. I did. There's this little art gallery near me that also does stand up, and I go, let me just have Thursday nights, and I got to go there every night for 3 months, and then I would also go every one Monday and Tuesday month. I'd go down to the Irvine Improv, which is in a mall, and you gotta edit your shit. Like you can't just go, let's just see where this goes. Like no, they want to see a show. So all the stuff that I would kind of spew out at the art gallery, I then had to go edit down in Irvine, and it really helped. It was really good. Yeah. That's really smart.
Yeah, I love doing stuff like that. I usually do that right before a special is shot. Like, I'll usually go into smaller rooms and just completely... But that's, you're seeing the special almost. I probably have, since I shot, probably 35 new minutes.
Already?
Yeah, about like
Wow.
It's been 5 months, though. It's been 5 months. 35 new months. 35 minutes. So I would say, you'll have close to a new 45, and I'll play with the crowd a little bit. But I love doing that. It's my favorite part of it.
Colin in Long Island City when he was just starting working on the last...
Unconstitutional,
Yeah, Unconstitutional.
No kidding.
And it was great. Just watch him, and he'd go through something and be like, well, that don't work. But it was great just watching him throw that shit around and try to...
Then he says the same thing on HBO when he does it. Didn't go over.
How fucking funny is he?
It's amazing. It's depressing.
It really is.
Fantastic.
I could do maybe one joke on the Constitution, and it would wind up being about Ben Franklin's gay socks. And he didn't even write the Constitution, which is like a terrible joke.
Speaking of funny, we do have Jake LaMotta coming in today.
Oh, yes.
Man. For real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to stick around. And he's doing...
If you'll let me. If not, I'll totally leave. But God
he's doing comedy, too. He's 92.
So he's up on the stage where that bull can rage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Although I can fight, I'd much rather hear myself recite. I can't remember. Not pretty.
That was brutal.
Is he really doing comedy, though?
Yeah, he did it
at
for
92?
years.
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
No, I know, but he's 92.
Well,
he comes with his wife.
Rickles in his 90s? No, he's 80. But
Rickles also wasn't belted in the head by Sugar Ray Robinson for a total of 106 rounds.
Good point, Jimmy.
Good point. Very good. We'll be right back on Point Counterpoint.
Well, if you're sticking around, why don't we take a break?
Yeah, he'll be in a few minutes.
Patton, stay around. What's the big plug again? It's Whatever Happened to Moby Dick, right?
That's Whatever Happened to Moby Dick on the 21st.
Okay.
And then The Heart She Hollered second season on Tuesday the 10th.
I'm going to check out that series. I had never heard of it until today.
You would, if you like fluids, you'll like The Heart She Hollered.
And Patton Oswalt on Twitter. He's a really good one to follow. Yes. So we'll continue with Patton. Stay there.
Thank you.
See, told you we had sponsors.
And now back to
the Opie and Anthony Show.
Back.
Really? We are back.
Oh, God.
Patton Oswalt hanging with us, and we couldn't be happier. And right now we got a legend walking through the studio.
That was Travis.
Walking
disappointing.
into the studio. Yeah. The great Jake. You want to say it, Jimmy? Like
Jake LaMotta.
LaMotta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. And his wife with him, I'm sure.
It's going to be very old.
Why is it going to be a minute? What happened?
He has to wait for his wife to come back.
There we go.
Never mind.
There we go.
Hey, Jake LaMotta.
Champ.
The champ is here.
Take a seat, champ.
Take a seat, Jake.
Jake LaMotta. Taking a seat.
Yes.
All right, sir.
There you go. What's up, Jake?
Wheel up. Man. A legend.
Legend my ass.
Oh, legend my ass.
I like that.
I can't sit down.
No, huh?
But do you want him to help you out? Why don't you help me out, Travis, and stop...
What are you doing?
Drop in. You're good. You're not going to fall back.
Okay. There you go.
Is that good?
Are you good? What do you need?
Yeah, pushing closer.
Do you need the chair
What's
lower?
the matter with you, Travis?
Okay.
Good. Does that work? That's good. Well, Jake LaMotta.
Hold this so we can push back.
Wow, what a... First of all, your career.
Have no fear, the champ is here.
Have no fear, the champ is here.
That's.
What do you want to know? Just ask me.
Why did you fight Sugar Ray Robinson 3 weeks
fought
apart?
Sugar Ray Robinson so many times. No wonder I don't have diabetes.
There it is.
Sugar.
See, Sugar. Yeah.
How come you guys
He said
fought
that would happen.
3 weeks apart? Why so close together, the fights?
Well, it was obvious at that time it wasn't that big a deal. Today, you make a big deal out of it. But we fought 3 weeks apart. I remember that fight.
3 weeks.
I fought Sugar Ray so many times, it's one that I don't have diabetes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think fighters today are softer because they don't fight as often?
They don't fight as often.
As you guys did, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel that you're in shape already, so why not take advantage of it? I fought Sugar Ray 3 weeks. 3 weeks fought him again.
The
greatest fighter, pound for pound, that ever lived, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean it. He was a great fighter.
And you took great pride in the fact that he never knocked you down.
Only my wives. Only my wives knocked me down.
And there was the one time you went down at the very end, first time in over 100 fights.
I never went down.
No?
No.
What about...
oh,
boy.
Wrong.
Oh, Jimmy.
Wait, how about Danny Nardico?
Danny Nardico. That was a slip.
Oh, it was a slip? Okay. Okay.
Nardico was a bum.
No, he was a good fighter.
Oh, okay.
Good knockout artist.
Yeah?
Yeah. I fought all the tough guys. All the guys nobody else wanted to fight. I fought them.
Who was the hardest hitter?
My wives. I fought them so many times. But there was 6 wives.
6 wives?
All right,
Yeah.
you're crazy.
My first wife died from eating mushrooms.
Oh, yeah?
My second wife died from eating mushrooms also. My third wife died from a fractured skull. She refused to eat the mushrooms. I hope all this is going on the air. It is going on the air.
Oh, yeah.
That's
cool. This is going out. Come on, fight them.
Oh,
no, you can
you
curse.
don't have
It's
to.
okay.
Yeah. You can say whatever you want on here.
How accurate was Raging Bull? I mean, I know that it was your friend Pete, not your brother.
Where's Denise? She should be in here.
She's right here.
She's right there.
Oh, that doesn't mean left her out.
Oh, no.
She hits me with her right hand, left hand. She'll knock you out.
She's lovely, yeah. Now, do you need a woman who can kind of, are you difficult?
Excellent.
Is he, we have to get a mic on her.
Yeah, let's mic up.
Yeah, there's got to be somebody in here in the studio.
Yeah, it's amazing. Where's everybody? What are they doing outside?
Do you want to sit here and use this mic?
Oh, Patton.
Oh, come on again.
Look at
From
you.
the South.
Giving up your seat for a lady.
Besides, I told him I'd give him a couple of coughs.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
there you
just
go.
Give Pat the microphone. There she is.
I could bounce off her easy.
What's that?
She's nice to bounce off of.
Oh,
She's
yeah?
nice to bounce off of?
Oh, wow.
All right, Jake. Good for you. How did you two meet?
We met at PJ Clark's about 20 years ago.
Here in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, and did Jake approach you, or did you approach him?
Well, he kept beckoning me over to him. I don't know if you've been to PJ Clark's. And
Yeah.
I said to my friend Patty, the bartender, who is that old man who keeps beckoning me over to him? He said, that's Jake Lamotta. I said, who's Jake Lamotta? So after about 8 times I went over and we shook hands, and he was a nice fella. He made me laugh. I went home. I was traveling. I went back to Arizona, and And then anyway, we became friends. And about a year later, I moved back here, and we've been together pretty much ever since.
Now, when you watch Raging Bull, does it concern you that this is the guy? Because, you know, it was probably a different Jake now than then, but it's...
You know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Right.
So he's very much more calm now. But, you know, he was deaf for most of his life, and I think a lot of his anger came out of not understanding what people were saying.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He
Oh,
still
wow.
is. He wears a hearing aid. He has 70% loss in his right ear, and he has about 70% use of his left ear.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't. They didn't say that in the.
No, nobody really knows that, except his family.
And now, Jake, are you doing
a few more people now?
Yeah.
Jake, are you doing stand-up shows, or what kind of live shows are you doing?
I do regular comedy. I don't know what you call it. It's regular comedy.
Just going out and doing a regular act.
Yeah.
When you...
I got post Sugar Ray so many times. It's the one that I don't have diabetes.
Sugar? Yeah. Now, when did you start doing a nightclub act?
About 10 years ago. I think about 10 years ago.
I don't know, honey. I think, you know, Bobby played you starting your stand-up act, but he told me that it was when he was doing it badly. He has great timing. We do a little cabaret act. He shadow boxes. He does stand-up, and we do a dance.
My wife never knew I was an alcoholic till one night I came home sober. I'll tell you one thing I found out while drinking. You're never drunk if you can lay on the floor without holding on. I drink whiskey from a bottle or from an old tomato can because I know whiskey will never kill you, but an old tomato can. They let the late action. You know what it means to come home to a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous lady who gives you a lot of love, affection, tenderness. It means you're in the wrong goddamn apartment. See things like that.
Oh yeah,
see things like that. That's good.
It's
Good stuff.
so what time does your wife get home?
You know what it means to come home to a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous lady who gives you a lot of love, affection, tenderness. It means you're in the wrong damn apartment.
That's cool. Still in the wrong apartment. Fair enough. She hasn't gotten any better. All right.
I was afraid I thought I said that joke.
No,
not at all. That's all right. Whatever.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, please. I forget quickly anyway. We're just happy you're here. So, you know, what do you do with yourself now? I mean, you know, obviously you're out and about. You're promoting. I mean, what is a typical Jake LaMotta day at age 92?
91.
91. Sorry, I didn't mean to get a line there. At age 91.
You gotta ask the boss.
What does he do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does he do on a daily basis?
Oh, on a typical day, he wakes up, goes to the store, buys the papers, shadow boxes a little bit, reads the paper, eats a little breakfast. And
Do you still watch boxing at all? Do you still watch it, or do you lose interest?
Oh, I watch it occasionally.
How about UFC, mixed martial arts? Do you like that or no?
I seen it once, I think.
You liked it or no?
Yeah, I like it.
Who do you like in boxing?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, good. Anybody that's... Have you fought him, right?
Oh, yeah.
I fought him so many times. It's the one that don't have diabetes.
Oh, my God, that's a great line.
Oh, Jake.
So we do want to tell you that we're
Yes,
at the
please.
Metropolitan Room on Friday,
Nice.
September 13th. Friday the 13th. 7 p.m. It's a return engagement, so please come and tell all your friends. And then on Sunday, September 15th, Jake will be appearing at the Orchard Beach Classic Car Show in the Bronx.
Wow.
He's going back to his native
Right.
Bronx. So everybody can come out and see him there.
Signing things and just kind of, you know, is he doing anything at the car show?
He's signing.
Oh, he is signing. Oh,
autographs.
cool.
Yeah, having pictures taken.
Yeah, I have a photo with Jake. I got to get signed. I mean, you know, a chance to get Jake LaMotta to sign something. You know.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty special.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
And you know,
is.
he has a documentary coming out. That's our documentarian right there.
Whoa.
taking, filming, and also
It's
a
got
new
good stuff
movie
today.
called Bronx Bull by an independent company.
Right, Bronx Bull was kind of the sequel to Raging Bull,
No, it has
or no?
nothing to do with
Oh,
Raging Bull.
Jimmy! I just thought I was
Jimmy.
no, I didn't think so, but the dumb listeners did. So I speak from these dummies' point of view, so their voice is being heard. I
Right,
told you,
right.
blithering idiots, this twice. Sorry. Sometimes I put my.
Independent film, and it starts when Jake is 15 and comes all the way up to meeting me.
Wow. So when you met Jake and this guy is waving you over,
Yeah.
do you have to kind of go back and?
So funny. It was 1992, and he was wearing a baby blue leisure suit, you know, from the 70s. And he was beckoning me over, and I just didn't know who he was. And finally, I went over and said hello. And Praz was there, his friend, who was dressed to the nines, and all of us weren't feeling any pain. So we had a laugh. And then like I said, I went home to Arizona, which is where I was from at that point, and I still have property there. And about a year later, well, things happen in life, and I moved back here.
Nice.
Do you and Jake? You've I think testified that you had thrown a fight, and is that one of those things that you look back on and you regret? Do you have feelings about that? The fight that the mob kind of got you to throw?
Yes, I guess I did, but there's nothing I could do about it. I had to play both one fight.
Because you wanted the Marcel Sedan fight.
Yeah, before I fought Marcel Sedan. And he was a great fighter from Europe. And it happened that I met him.
Well, Jake, tell us about Laurent Dautuil. Tell us about that fight.
I fought Laurent Dautuil with 23 seconds left of the 15th round. I could not win the fight. But I knocked him down. They counted 10. There was 23 seconds left of the fight. I was very, very lucky to retain my title.
Ring Magazine called that the toughest come-from-behind fight of all time.
Well, it was amazing to watch I was watching footage of the Robinson fights, and it's interesting to me. Like, what was it about you that you just wouldn't go down? Is it because you stayed so close, or it was amazing how you wouldn't fall?
That was my style. I got less punches by being aggressive. I got less punches. The other guy was so anxious, so ready to protect themselves that they wouldn't fight back. And it was a very good idea to keep it close and keep on throwing punches and never back it up. I don't know how to back up.
He still doesn't know how to back up today. He doesn't know how to back up. He really doesn't. So that style in the ring is actually who he is.
Yeah, that was the great stuff to watch. Was this inability? And did you like fighting more as a middleweight, or you went up to light heavyweight at one point, or no?
I fought was light heavyweights. The little guys didn't want to fight me.
Oh, they wouldn't fight you.
No, so I fought the big guys, all big light heavyweights, all bigger than me. And they wanted me to back up, and I don't know how. So I absorbed all the punches that they threw at me. I smothered the punches so they didn't get the full power up behind it.
Yeah, they said you would kind of go with a punch, right? You would kind of take it and move with it.
I had a knack for grinding with a punch. Because most of the guys I fought, I wouldn't be around here talking to you if I didn't learn something about protecting myself.
Right, so you were maybe a better defensive boxer than people gave you credit for.
That's right. You're pretty smart.
Whoa,
Thank you.
Jimmy.
You're the first person to ever say that.
Great aggressiveness is the best defense. They don't know that. They don't understand that. But by being aggressive, I avoided getting less punches that way.
Now, the injuries you took back then, I mean, were there any injuries you took that you thought might end your career at any point?
Not that I could think of. All the time I was fighting, I was thinking of being the best of my ability.
The first, when you first started fighting in 1941, what was the money like?
41.
That was 1941, yeah. What was the money like in the 40s?
Not so big.
It wasn't big, right? Like, what was the typical, like early in the early fights, what was a typical purse?
$50.
And a watch.
$50 and a watch. And do you get jealous when you see guys now fighting these fights and making $10 million?
More power to them.
More power to them?
Well, the more they can make, the better I like it. Because I know how tough it is in the beginning trying to get there. It's not that easy. It's very, very tough to get started. So I had to develop a reputation and a name that nobody could knock me down.
No one can knock you down. That kind of became the thing that attracted people to seeing you.
Right.
Do you think that does the mob influence in boxing, which it was for a long time, do you think it's still there, or do you think a lot of that's kind of gone away?
No, it's gone.
It is gone?
I think so.
What do you think ended it?
I don't know. It wasn't worth it.
Was it the Kefauver Committee? Did they have something to do with it?
That was a long time ago.
But didn't they have something to do with the decline of the mafia in the boxing
I
industry?
think they did, Denise. I'm proud of you.
Mr. Lamotta, this is Senator Kefauver. You know, he went before the Senate Subcommittee on Racketeering and Boxing. So the Senator Kefauver said, Mr. Lamotta, and how can you, on $5,000 a year, afford to keep a girl at the Waldorf Astoria?
It's not easy.
She does his impersonations. It was the real people.
I know what I want to ask. Would you, the thing about not having sex before a fight, is that a myth or is that true?
I think it is true. But it never bothered me because I stayed away from it.
You stayed away from it?
It just bothered your wives.
Because I had to fight tough guys. I fought all tough guys because I didn't bother nobody. And I thought the bigger they are, the better I liked it. I went right after them. Short, they were all bigger and taller than me. And that's what happened.
Were you scared?
I don't think I was ever scared. I developed such a habit of protecting myself in the ring that I fought everybody, and I wasn't afraid of no one. I barred nobody. I fought them all.
Would the younger contenders kind of avoid you or have to be forced to fight you?
No, they weren't forced to fight me. I was forced to fight them. All guys were more experienced than I. And I barred nobody. I fought all the black men. The black men liked me because I gave them opportunities to make some money.
A lot of the fighters wouldn't fight the black fighters.
No, they wouldn't fight the black guys. So I fought all the black guys. Most of them were black. Few of them were white.
Were the white guys scared of you?
I guess so.
And the black guys needed the money and nobody else would fight them,
Right.
so they...
Nobody else would fight them, nobody else would fight me, so we fought each other. I became friends with them.
And that was at a time where those friendships were kind of...
It was tough to make a living in those days.
It was tough. And when after fighting, you opened Jake LaMotta's place in Florida. And how long did you have that for?
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it?
No, I mean, you can mention it. No, I've had a lot of problems.
A lot of problems, yeah.
He's not too smart anymore now, huh, Jimmy? You're not too smart now.
Well, you know, I have to, because I'm getting into the nightclub act now. Is that when you started doing your nightclub act, when you had your own place and it would kind of bring people in to see you?
Yes.
Now, were you always a funny guy? Like,
I don't know if I was always a funny guy, but a lot of my jokes don't work so good.
But Jake, when you were young, you were mean, tough, Vicious.
I read tough, vicious, cruel person. Then I retired from the ring and I went into show business. Now my greatest pleasure is making people laugh, and if you don't laugh,
he puts up his left hand.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
you get
a good fist to the mouth. Now, do you shadow box every?
She knows the questions to ask me. Interrupt once in a while he's talking, and I answer your question. It's the same thing you're doing what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both just asking questions, and he's right. Basically, if I'm yammering on about something, just interrupt and ask a question because I'm not too sure what to ask.
Oh, okay.
Why the cowboy hat? I like the cowboy hat.
That's developed a habit. And people seem to like it, so I I wear it.
Are you happy to be performing again and doing shows again? Did you miss that?
Well, I never left it.
You never left it?
No, always, every once in a while I go back.
And is it something that, like, after you left boxing, did you ever want to continue in the boxing world, or did you just want to be an entertainer?
Both.
I think you managed a boxer at one point, didn't you? You had a boxer, a young boxer you managed for a little while?
I managed.
And then you got into show business?
I went into show business. Then what else did I do?
You got married 6 times.
6 times. Who's counting?
6 times.
That's nuts.
She was lucky 7.
That's me.
She was lucky 7, and the day before we were going to get married, I developed pneumonia.
Yeah.
And it's been kept off since it was last year, I think.
It was this year. It was January 4th. We were supposed to get married. On January 3rd, we were in Arizona, and he came down with the shakes. I had to bring him to the hospital. They diagnosed him with pneumonia. January 4th, he was standing in the hallway of his room, ready for me to pick him up and take him home.
Wow.
They had already discharged him. So, but by that time, the Justice of the Peace had gone home, and we couldn't get married.
Are you married now, though, right? You are?
No.
Oh, you're going to be?
Eventually, one day.
First chance we get.
Well, you could probably go
we're so busy, you have to imagine, 91-year-old man, we're busy all the time.
Do you have time to do it or no?
No, we really don't. I mean, you want to do it right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I suppose.
Move around.
Wait a minute. Let me ask Jake. Now, do you really want to get married again, or did you feel it coming on and go, oh, I got pneumonia, and just kind of blow it off?
We've been together for so long, for so many years. It's a habit.
Oh, he's the one that
we're married. All we need is a piece of paper to sign.
Yeah.
And the first chance I get, I will sign it and marry her because I love her, and that's the way it is.
No, he was the one that pushed
Oh,
to get
okay.
married, yeah.
Are you a jealous guy?
I don't think so.
He's very jealous.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very. We were in Las Vegas at Leon Spinks' 60th birthday party in August last month. And we were at the Rock the Vault show at the Las Vegas Hotel. By the way, it's a terrific show.
Yeah.
And they had all the guys up there, and Leon's wife wanted to get up on the stage and dance a little bit. So she grabbed me. We went up on stage. We danced a little bit. I came down from the stage, and everybody was rocking. And he started lit into me like it was a real problem. I was up there. So he went back to his old type, you know.
Oh.
From, you know, being raised in that old tradition where I guess, you know, the lady just doesn't do anything like that.
Did he have a belt in the face?
God forbid.
Never.
You know, I got to ask.
Never. But it really upset me because he was verbally abusive when I said,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and my shoe broke, and we were having a great time. So when we came out, we were going to go to the after party, and he didn't want to go. I said, we're going to the after party. And we went to the after party. We had a great time. So, and then he apologized later on, but you have to talk to him after the fact because during the time it's heated, there's no reaching him. He says to me, well, just, you know, tell me. Yeah, right. I'll tell you. Yeah. Honey, you're acting like that, you know, and it just doesn't work like that.
Well, that same stubbornness, that same kind of is the same thing that wouldn't let you go down in the ring.
Stupidity.
I didn't want to say it like that, Jake, but you can. I felt it was better to throw it out there and see if you picked up on it. But that's the same thing that wouldn't let you fall in the ring. It was that same plow through and not stop mentality.
Right.
Probably you're right. You diagnosed that pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy's smart again.
Yeah.
Back to being smart.
But there's a stubbornness to not going down in the ring, because there's times I saw a part of that
Too much pride.
What's that?
Too much pride.
Too much pride. Yeah, it's the same thing. I watched that Nardico fight, and there was times where you're holding onto the ring. Nardico's beating you and hitting you hard, and it was after your slip, and you're holding onto the ring with your right hand, and you're punching with your left hand, and you're holding the ring so you don't go down. And I'm like, any other fighter would have fallen down, but you're holding the ring rope. I'd never seen anybody actually physically do that.
I don't know. Sometimes it's stupid.
He's a terrific man. He really is. He's got a huge heart. He's a very nice, gentle soul.
Yeah, and you're royalty. I mean, in boxing, the other boxers treat you like very well, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
Oh, yeah, he's the godfather of boxing at this point. There's nobody older.
Yeah, is there anybody left from that era that fought Ray Robinson and fought all these, again?
Sugar Ray Robinson is dead. God bless his soul.
You guys became friends, or you were friends?
We were friends. We were good friends, too.
Sugar Ray was his...
He had a lot of pride. He had a lot of pride. I had a lot of pride. He was looking to knock me down, and I was looking to stand up and charge him and throw as much punches as he threw at me, I threw at him. And they're all close fights. You don't fight 6 times unless they're close. And these were close fights. I say I fought Sugar Ray so many times. It's the wonder I don't have diabetes.
Well, you know, the sugar.
I said that joke a couple of times already.
I didn't catch it. That's fine. It's a good one every time, Jake. What the hell? You know.
But I mean, he's 91 and he wants his... Again, this is his idea to have this cabaret act. It wasn't mine. He pushed me to do it.
Well, it being like, and when you're a fighter, and you know, there's probably a certain amount of activity you need, and you have to always feel like you're moving forward.
Sure.
You can't just stagnate and sit there.
How do you know?
Well, I've been told by men. I wouldn't know. I've just been told
He's
by
a fighter on the radio.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's absolutely right.
You should take a punch from Jake LaMotta.
LaMotta's right. The nerve of me to talk to Jake like we're both fighters.
Exactly.
I should put on a dress and
That's
shut.
good. That's good. I like it.
You like it? All right.
No, but you are. You guys are champs on the radio.
Oh, well.
Wow. Look at
We
us.
try. Gosh.
Do you shadow box every day, or do you hit the bag every day, or?
No, I don't. I used to. Now I hit her.
Now I hit her. Oh, I fucking
I would love to see him shadow box. That would be amazing.
She hits me
Well,
back.
come to the show.
She hits me back. I tell her don't do that.
Yeah. It's not nice. Yeah, do you?
She's a lovely, gorgeous, beautiful lady. And she has a great heart.
Yes.
God bless her. I love her.
And that's
Well, yeah.
sweet.
And now let's give the final plug.
Yes, please.
Where can you see? Everyone wants to see Jake LaMotta live, and in this show, this cabaret. It's when is it again?
Right. It's on Friday, September 13th at 7 p.m. at the Metropolitan Room on 34 West 22nd Street in Manhattan. And then on Sunday, the 15th, he will be at the Orchard Beach Classic Car Show in the Bronx.
So if you're around and you want to go see Jake, he's the last from that era, and you know if you don't know,
Along with Larry Storch will be there as well.
Yeah.
God forbid. It's going to be worthwhile because I'm pretty good at it.
Okay. The cabaret show. All right.
Good.
Thank you
The
so
great
much.
Jake
Thank
LaMotta.
you to the great Jake LaMotta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for
Thanks,
coming in.
Jake.
Happy you're here.
And thank you, dear. What a treat. This has been a lot of fun. Thank
Wonderful.
you, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
The great Jake LaMotta. Once again,
Wow.
thanks for
That
coming
was
in, man. The legend himself, 91 years old.
That was something.
It was very,
91.
fascinating.
Wait a minute, he's 91, so that... Wait. So he was around, I think I'm right, before MTV? I'm not good with math. I think he might have been around...
Yes.
I think it started later that year.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
His fights, if you look at the dates of his fights and stuff, it was like 20 fights before World War II started, before America's involvement in World War II.
I didn't know that they would do fights that close together. That's crazy. I'm amazed more guys didn't
20
die.
fights a year in 1 year.
3 weeks apart.
It's just gotta hurt.
Brutal.
Like you'd still hurt. Like I
You'd
don't want
still
to
be
get punched.
ringing. Yeah.
I don't want to get punched in the face because it still hurts from the last punching.
Or were they tougher because they'd been punched so much that they just didn't care? They're like,
it doesn't matter.
I've gotten over the fear of how awful this is, so I can just plow right into guys now.
But to not go down, though, like that's the amazing thing about a guy like that is to literally get punched that hard, that many times, and to not go down.
Yeah.
I mean, what a
and
bolt.
his compensation for, well, I never really learned how to do any backup is then I'm going to need to learn to absorb punishment or I don't have a career. That level of decision making is beyond me.
But it's appropriate that he goes into comedy after.
That is, exactly. Yeah.
What better way to?
And there was that moment, and it was kind of funny where you called yourself on it, but there is that thing of comedians wanting to. We are kind of like boxers, and no, you're not.
No.
But you, in your mind, you're like, yeah, the humiliation I go to. Yeah, but you're not pissing blood after a bad set. You're just kind of going, they did not like me.
Yeah, that was. God, just getting that old is...
But he's no worse than any other 91-year-old, and he was more coherent than a lot of fucking 70-year-olds.
As far as coherent goes and stuff, that's fine. It's
right.
Tells the one joke a few times. Who cares?
Memory's not good.
Five times.
To sit there, like to watch him sitting there, it looks like he's constantly trying to just stay alive.
Yeah,
like it's work to just live. It just looks like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, there's also got to be that thing where all great athletes learn to stop listening to your body and have the mind tell the body what it's going to do. Because the body will always tell you, like, hey, we should stop, I'm tired. The mind's like, here's what we're going to do. Yeah. So it's a mind, like his body is constantly going, hey, let's just die now. Like, we're ready. And the mind's like, no, we got to do a show on the 13th, so we're not going to die yet.
We have things to do.
Yeah.
And she knows we're all looking at her like, are you behind this? Where he's still performing, and she wanted to make it perfectly clear it's him.
Yeah, she jumped out pretty quick and was like, she's the funniest thing I saw during that entire interview. She sits down, she goes to cross her legs. I see Jim look right up her fucking skirt. I looked right in your eyes, you fucking, and she was talking to you at the time. You were looking at her eyes.
You see anything,
folded,
Jimmy?
And Jimmy just goes
right
down to fucking.
Oh, I wish Jake had caught that.
Oh, yeah.
You looking at my wife?
Yeah.
You looking at my wife?
Did you see a punched out eye?
No.
Oh God.
A little leg.
Yeah.
I saw she had very nice
She was
legs.
sexy for an older
my
broad.
God, yeah.
How old do you think?
I'm going to guess in her 50s.
50s.
No.
Yeah.
It's got to be older than that.
60s,
Really?
Easy.
I would think she's
I'd say
older
late
than that.
50s.
Yeah.
Late 50s?
Late 50s.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Hard to say.
I got to go mid-60s.
Saw a little nipple placement when she took her thing off, and they weren't down as low as I thought they'd be. That wasn't bad. I got to be honest.
What are you, a weatherman? The nipples are not as low as we thought.
We were predicting something a little lower, but
his hands look like they're in the shape of boxing gloves now. For like the thumbs are at this weird lower level. You know what I mean? Like it's the years of they have this weird shape to them now. It's amazing.
I was looking at his hands too, and from the movie where he's like, my hands are too small.
Little girl's hands.
A little guy. He does have little
Very
hands.
small hands.
Yeah.
We're going to fight
boxes.
Joe Louis.
Yeah, we've had boxes in here that you shake hands with them, and they're giant fucking monster hands.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, and his were like, they were kind of
little hands.
We get a lot of boxers on the show.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And Jimmy's an expert at that shit, so.
No, I know. I don't know.
We almost had Sugar Ray Leonard cry on our show. That was amazing.
What?
Yeah, he started getting into some shit
About
that
his
happened to him.
molesting.
Some molestation, and he
Did you show him the Dudley episode? Is that,
yeah, get over it.
It looked like he went a little further with us than he has in the past, and he was really close to
But
breaking
then
down.
one of my coworkers got a little uncomfortable.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Anthony couldn't handle it.
He's oh, no, it's okay. You know, you're here now.
Me and Jimmy are wide-eyed
how's
like...
the career going, Slugger?
Yeah.
We're wide-eyed like, oh, my God, Sugar Ray Leonard's going to cry at any moment, and Ant was feeling that and made sure he snapped him out of it.
Pulled the ripcord.
Yes, he didn't want to be here to see Sugar Ray Leonard cry.
I asked him one, too, that I wanted to get him. I used the word betrayed.
Yep.
That was it.
It was close.
Oh, yeah.
You feel betrayed?
Then we've had Tyson. Tyson twice.
Barbara Walters?
Times.
Do you feel betrayed?
I know.
He did write about being molested, so I had to ask him,
Then we had Tyson.
Who's
a bunch. Great. He's unbelievable. Then we had Joe Frazier near the end there.
No kidding.
He was amazing.
Was he coherent?
Joe.
Still fucking taking shots at Ellie. Yeah. he didn't let it go, man.
He didn't let that grudge go.
I think he was playing his answer machine for us where there's a message that trashes Ellie. He just, right to the end, man.
He's like, you see the way he is? I'm responsible for that. Yeah. Joe was not happy with Ali's taunting and calling him an Uncle
And he
Tom.
sang. You got Joe Frazier singing for Patton Oswalt?
Isn't that amazing how many boxers Jake has outlived?
Dude.
Just
everyone.
Amazing.
Oh, did I tell you I met Arsenio when I did Leno? He was doing something like shooting something.
Is
for
he
later.
still coherent? Like how coherent is he?
Yeah, he looked really fucking skinny. But I asked him about the Ali interview, and I talked to him about how I think he got like the real last Ali interview. I mean,
oh wow, really?
Do you remember when Ali was on his show? I mean, he was like, he could hardly talk. And then Mike Tyson was the champ, came on, and Sugar Ray Leonard, and it was a really cool
I don't remember that. That's amazing. I didn't know they were.
Yeah, it was great.
And Ali admitted that he was scared of Tyson. And I said to Arsenio, I think you got the first publicly humble moment out of Tyson. Like, everyone saw him as just this beast. And then, with you, he completely gave way to Ali and completely conceded Ali. And it's like no one had seen Tyson talk like that about anybody. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
That's amazing.
Huh. We got a clip of Joe Frazier just for Patton Oswalt.
Oh, let's hear it.
He decided to hang out with us, and we're very happy about that.
Where's Russell Peters, by the way?
He's not here.
Thank you. I know that.
He was going to try to get up early. I don't know. Maybe wasn't in the cards.
I like that Sam states the obvious. Where's Russell Peters? Well, he's not doing 20 minutes on the console. Thanks, Sam. Fucking narrows it down.
He's not in the building.
Here's Joe Frazier.
Here he goes.
Mustang Sally.
I don't know that one either.
That's the old
Think you better slow your Mustang down. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. Mustang Sally now, baby. Oh, yeah. Think you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Ow! Guess I have to put your white feet on the ground. All you want to do is ride.
How is boxing legal? How is fucking boxing legal at this point? Can we just say it is one of the most detrimental things that can
Why
be
are
done
we
to a
stuck
person?
talking old fighters? It's creepy.
Oh my God!
They just call boxing almost murder. You're gonna go watch the almost murder match tonight?
Yes. We're trying to be cool about this. It's creepy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we talk over the boo at the end of the Joe Frazier singing?
Wait, what?
Was that what happened there?
Could you replay the end of that? This is what happened at the end of this legend singing.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
All you want to do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, shit, Opie, that was mean.
What? Wait a minute.
I don't have that boo.
I'm still dealing with the cake thing. Leave me
Play
alone.
the Homer Simpson booing. Oh, it's so...
Yeah, but it's got to be said. It just creeps us out. Why do we have to interview these guys?
They all just...
I mean,
brain being rattled around and add some age to it, and
I wonder if it's like if there's an element of like out of shape guys, well, like me. There's an element of pleasure of like, well, no, I don't fight like that, but I'm still coherent. Like I can. So that makes us feel better about our lives.
You know what?
Maybe, yeah.
It leads to a video I was telling these guys about that we should see for a couple seconds. They went super slow-mo on some UFC highlights.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that.
I think if you go to E-Bomb's World, I saw it there. I couldn't sit through the whole video. It was so fucking creepy what happens to the head when you're taking a fucking punch.
Can I see Sam? I can't see.
Is this
E-Bomb's World ran this amazing clip a few days ago of a guy in a poker game, one of those, and he goads the other guy into betting.
Oh, no.
And then he ends up, and he loses like a $900,000 pot. And he could have won if he just shut his mouth and the guy had just folded.
Uh-huh.
And he made it, and then the look on this guy's face, it is like you can watch a soul die.
Wow.
You watch
I love that.
a soul actually die.
Wow. Yeah, just go down. It's on the front page still somewhere. A little further down.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
Sorry. Right there. Yeah.
Oh,
I
dear.
couldn't sit through this whole fucking thing. I know it's a visual. We'll put it up on our Facebook page.
Probably turn that volume down. That's really annoying.
But those super slow-mo cameras that people are doing a lot of cool things with now.
Oh, ow.
That's
just
nothing.
the way but just
Watch the headshot.
Oh, his whole head like a skull.
Watch.
Oh, wow.
This is what...
His head bent.
Yeah.
The whole skull bends.
Oh, God. It looks like all the skin's going to fly off his skull.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Yikes.
See, that can't be. Oh! His other ear on the other side of his head moved.
Rattles.
Yeah.
Everything rattles.
Ow!
That
God.
one looked like his whole fucking hair was going to come off.
Oh, it looked like his whole... Did you see that? It looked like his whole face flattened.
Yeah, well,
Wow. Oh, yikes.
Good night.
Oh, he went
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we're just...
oh, they missed.
Yeah, they both have arms locked.
Yeah. But even when you
wow.
see the damage it does to the torso, you see,
Yeah.
everything gets... Oh, dear.
You kick, there's a...
He misses the kick.
Oh, kicked.
Yeah.
There's a fucking spinning back fist to the side of the head.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
But to
Showing
see it
the
in
face
slow-mo,
and shake,
it's unbelievable.
God knows what's happening to your brain and to
thank you.
your insides.
Yeah.
Like your organs. I wonder if these guys have like problems with like bowel movements
Right?
and urinating. That's gotta mess you up.
I hope so, because I do, and I've never been...
Isn't that unbelievable?
They must have to like suck those morphine lollipops they give those guys
Yeah.
just to get through your day.
When you look at the way you think, your skull is pretty solid and stuff, but their whole head bends when you get
Everything
punched in the
just
side of the
gets
head.
completely distorted for a split second.
Whoa, that's
going. Wow, that's a hell of a move right there.
Yeah.
That was from recently, I think.
That was ridiculous.
That was the Benson Henderson fight.
Ow.
He just lost that.
But anyway, that'll be up on our Facebook page. That was tough to watch.
It's the same with football. I was reading. I always get the Best American Sports Writing compilation every year. So there was this article in one a few years ago about this old football player who is in so much chronic pain that he has to. He uses a taser at night. He has to tase himself to sleep. He's in that much pain, so he tases himself so he's totally numb, and then he can fall asleep.
Is it a guy we know from the past?
It's this guy. It was an article in one of the Best American Sports Writing, like 2009. And
okay.
It was so brutal with this. Like, I mean, you think about like they're improving the helmets now, so that. But think of the guys that are still alive from these 70s, or 80s, and what they did to themselves.
I don't know what they're going to do with football. I think football's in trouble. These guys are getting too quick, too fucking strong.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to keep that sport going.
I think there's got to be a point of no return with steroids where you build your muscles to the point where your skeleton can't support what you're doing. Like, forget even you hitting somebody. You are lifting weights and running in ways that your skeleton can't. Like, it's not meant to do that.
You need some kind of skeleton steroids.
It's like you're tearing yourself apart.
Yeah.
Maybe if they could add adamantium to their bones, like in the Wolverine comics, this would be an interesting thing. They could add all of that. That would actually improve football, I think.
That would be great.
That would
Let's debate the pros and cons of that at our next seminar.
Yeah. The next TED Talk. There's your next TED Talk.
That's your TED Talk, yeah.
X-Big technology to use for improving American team sports.
Oh, is this the poker
the saddest face in poker?
Why? Oh, God, look at this.
All right, so what do we do?
Go back to the beginning. Here, let me show you what's happening in this thing. He has, okay, so this
let's see what the guy's
has
got.
ace 10, the other guy has ace queen. The flop, there's a 10. So he's got two pair. All he's got to do is shut up and let the guy fold.
Ace 10, he's got a 93% chance of winning.
All he's got to do is just be quiet.
Two poker pros here. Gil dropped out of Cal State Chico.
Watch this.
Berettas graduated from Harvard. Gil born in Madras, Oregon. I can't even find that out.
So Gil is...
All right.
The guy could just drop out.
Right.
But he's not ace queen?
He's got ace queen.
Ace
and there's
10.
only one card left.
Ace 10 went all in.
Look at that.
He's turning a fucking queen on the river.
Ha.
Oh, my God, he's going to turn a queen on the river. Oh, he's gonna fuck this guy.
$987,000 pot.
Oh, there it is. Oh my God. Oh, look at his face. He's done. He knows
his
it.
soul is dead. He just died. He's done.
He just goes, wow.
Oh, wow.
And goodbye. Thank you.
He's out.
Goodbye.
He's out.
You did a good job, man. You did a
You did a good job, man.
Bye. Goodbye. I'm never recovering from that.
He's lost.
Basically $1 million because I didn't shut up.
until 2017.
Wait,
Yeah.
so how did he talk his way out of that guy folding?
Because he kept going because the guy's thinking maybe I should fold. He goes, oh, really? Because, you got, who knows? Could be enough there.
He
And,
thought he
just wanted him to bet against he could get even more money.
Yes, he wanted more money. He got greedy.
Yeah.
And was like,
He
come
got
on.
greedy.
Hey, you could get it.
Come on, man,
The guy's
yeah.
like, all right.
And
I'll
then
call.
he was so excited to then turn his cards and go, oh, two pair. Oh, my gosh, I guess you got to get a queen.
You got to get a queen.
And then the guy gets it.
Oh, my God.
It's the only card that he had to win with was a queen.
It's just in his face, like
the way his face looks like, no, that didn't just happen.
Yeah.
That did not just come out.
It's you literally watch a guy who has life in his eyes, and then the light gone. His eyes are just
like
dead.
the Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. I know why you cry, but it is something I could never do.
Yes. No, that sounds more like Anthony.
Yeah. Oh well.
I remember I was in college and I took some class about death and dying in philosophy or something, and it was a 1 o'clock class in the afternoon, and for some reason me and my friends drank that morning, like starting at 10 a.m. So I showed up to class drunk, and we were talking about Socrates, and the professor was going, now, what Socrates do? Was it a suicide? And I had seen Terminator 2 the night before.
Oh, no.
So then I'm kind of buzzed, and I was like, hey, I saw in Terminator 2, speaking of Socrates, so at the end he says, I can't self-terminate, but then he lets the kid lower him into the steel, the molten steel.
No.
So if he passively accepts his death, technically isn't that self-termination? And so the professor starts going, well, and then one of the other kids in the class said, we are not talking about Terminator 2. And I went, no, but because he says, and then this kid goes, we are not talking about Terminator, you fucking drunk. So that's my best memory of college, is I was trying to fold Terminator 2 into this death and dying.
Were you a Pink Floyd
Yeah.
guy, Patton?
Yeah, when I was younger.
All right, good.
Classic. Dark Side of the Moon is.
Yeah, well, E-Rock hates Pink
E-Rock
Floyd.
doesn't really like it.
And he doesn't hate much on this show. It's really hard to get an opinion from the guy. And
it really is.
He was all in on the Pink Floyd today for some reason.
Yeah, he was a little pissed
E-Rock,
off at
would you want
Pink
to...
Floyd. He just doesn't like it.
Let's hear it.
See, you can't even get an opinion out of him now.
I know, now he's going to back off.
What, is you shutting down? What's wrong?
That's what he does.
He hates Pink Floyd.
Why?
Because in school, his roommates were like all fucking Pink Floyd and smoking weed, and he'd come home and be like, "Oh, here we go again."
He would hear, "Is there anybody in there?"
He said he would get home and they would play what he referred to as the cash register song.
Yeah, he calls it the cash register song. Classic.
That's like the way my grandmother would talk about Pink Floyd. They've got that wonderful cash register song where it's clever because you know a lot of things in life can make music, and you can take a toaster and maybe there's a song in a toaster in there. Well, they're British, so they can figure that out. Of course, they can do that.
Cash register song.
Yeah.
Hey, Rock. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a huge fan. It's moody music,
Yeah, but there's something about that album, Dark Side of the Moon. They just don't like they caught a specific feeling at a certain time when it just feels like they recorded a time when the country was just sick and angry and everyone was in an awful mood, and they just captured that forever.
It really is kind of a time capsule thing, that album. Yeah.
Like, we're in a bad mood right now.
You look at albums like that, and then you just look at some cheesy pop album and realize, wow, technically they're the same thing.
Right.
But one, has so much behind it and means so much, and the other thing is just fucking nothingness.
And they end up selling more.
Yeah. Well, it's also
In a lot of
amazing
cases.
that if you hear those voices in the background, those where they would write all these questions on cards, like what does death mean, or like all these really heavy questions, and then they brought people in and they were going to like hide them like in the mix, like them answering these weird questions. So they brought in like Paul and Linda McCartney, and that's Paul going, I can't think of anything to say. Like he just couldn't think of anything.
Really?
And then all the heavy shit came from the guy who was like the janitor at the studio. He's the guy who says,
I didn't know
yeah.
this.
So if you listen to like the end of Dark Side of the Moon, he goes, there's no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. Like that's the janitor is doing all this.
The
heavy duty.
And then Paul's just, I don't know what to say.
I'm not afraid of dying. I mean, you got to go sometime. Just all these really, and they ended up using his voice throughout the whole album.
What an interesting thing to do.
He was just a dude at the studio.
Yeah,
wow.
and saying all this. And he's the one kind of doing some really evil shit about, you give him this short, sharp, shock, they don't do it again. Dig it? Like he's just talking about basically torturing people. All this shit. So
and none of that was written for him?
No,
you know?
I mean, it was cards. They were asked. They would ask me questions, and let them go off, and he would just. They realized they just had this crazy old British dude that would just say all this deep shit.
God, I learned something today. I didn't
So
know that.
he's immortal. Whenever they do that stuff in concert, they play the clip of him, going, "There's no dark side of the moon. It's all dark." Like, whoa, okay.
They probably structured that whole album around this fucking curmudgeon. Like, he probably said
It's
something.
supposed to be a fun pop album.
They'd probably get it every morning and go, "Hey, good morning." Well, it is if you don't have cancer. And they're like, we should use him for something.
Yeah, and you know that he was at the pub that night after work going, these fucking hippies come in. All I want to do is empty the bins, and they got me. I got to answer these fucking questions, and I don't know. I'm gonna fucking quit. Oh, they got to give me more money if I'm gonna talk to these fucking wankers.
I bet you he didn't even get money for that. They wanted me to sign papers. I said, "Get me a fucking pint, you wankers, and I'll do it for that."
Yeah.
You think he made a horrible deal?
Yeah, I cut of this fucking stupid album that no one's going to listen to. Fuck that.
He's legendary. He didn't get anything out of it in the end. Oh.
Well, that was the classic James Earl Jones when he went and did Star Wars, and he did all the Darth Vader voice in a day, because he was like the voiceover guy, and Lucas or the studio said, we can give you like $9,000, which was unheard of for voiceover in the 70s, or you can have half a point of this movie. And he went, you can give me the $9,000, asshole. I was like, I know what you're trying to do.
Half a point probably would have been, he would have wound up with fucking 30 or 40 grand if he had just done
that. Well, could have been. If he's lucky, sure.
Wow, Jim, you're really not good with numbers, are you?
You think he regrets that?
Oh, I heard an interview where he goes, if I had said yes, you'd be talking to me on the James Earl Jones network right now.
Wow. Well, but how about the second one, though? Oh, he probably just got a salary for it.
Oh, no, I think actually, to Lucas's credit, he gave them all like some little bonus, when they came back to the second one. So they're all doing okay. But always remember that Lucas waived his director's fee and said, just give me all the merchandising. That's what I want. And Warner was like, yeah, enjoy it, asshole.
Who's going to want to buy these little fucking action figures?
That's why he's worth $5 billion.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, man.
Because back then, merchandising didn't make money. It was just for suckers.
It's like David Cho for Facebook. They couldn't really afford him, so he said, all right, and he got a piece of Facebook. It was over $200 million.
Yeah,
that sounds like the deal I made here.
Oh, yeah.
They said, I said, I'd like this amount. And they said, we're going to give you this. And I went, all right. I took it. And I sucked all their cocks.
And Cho is spending that money in the coolest, like he's doing the craziest shit with his money.
Yeah.
Like that's the way he is the example of when you make a crazy amount of money, the exact way to spend it. Just doing insane stunts, crazy shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, what's he doing? Like what?
He's away now, but I know he's back. I like him.
Bizarre,
we gotta get him on
weird
the show.
shit. He's just, get him on the show and look, ask him like what he does like in a week. Trust me, it'll be something insane. And he's spending his money and doing just because he's using his money for experiences rather than for objects,
things, right?
And things. I'm going to spend it on having experiences.
Yeah.
And he's a good artist too, man. He's a really good artist.
Brilliant.
I mean, he's
Great
just
artist.
amazing at what he does.
Amazing
so
shit.
It's not like he contributes nothing. I mean, the guy is fucking great.
And he literally, there's a really cool documentary about him where he did start as a tagger. And I mean like tagging, he would see a building, he would do this whale everywhere. Because I would look at these ugly industrial buildings, I'm like, I'm going to do a pretty whale in it. And he found a way he could do it like as he was walking so he wouldn't get caught. Like, he was one of the early guys that invented here's how you can tag, like, in broad daylight, no one realizes you're doing it till it's too late. And then that led to becoming this huge artist.
Fucking
I'm gonna watch that
200 million.
documentary.
Yeah.
200
Check it
million.
out.
200 million for like it was painting the walls or something, some kind of little mural thing.
It's
right?
a deal that they probably wish they hadn't made.
Right, I bet. Look
We
at
could
that
have
side
hung
of it.
pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at that side of it.
Get some Ansel Adams.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3 poster, framed it, put it up.
Exactly. I would have drawn something.
We talked to somebody else on the show that turned down points on a
crazy
movie
deal, yeah.
and took a
lump sum.
What the fuck was it? It was recently, within
Always
the past
take
year.
points, even if
Right?
it flops initially. You never know. I mean, think of people that probably got laughed at for taking points on something like Office Space or Donnie Darko or The Big Lebowski.
Right.
And then 10 years down the road, I mean, the guy one of the reasons Lou Adler is a billionaire and has courtside seats with Jack Nicholson at the Lakers is because he held on to his points for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then just waited, and now
knew?
it's
Yeah.
ka-ching for doing nothing.
No shit.
I pitched on. I was one of the people that pitched he wanted to do a sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show, so they brought me in to pitch my idea for the movie, and I went to his house in Malibu. It is up on this cliffside. It is the most gorgeous house I've ever seen, and that grandfather clock with the skeleton inside of it from Rocky Horror Picture is right by the front door.
Wow, cool.
That you walk by it, and then you go sit, and then and he just lives in this palace, and I talked to him for half an hour, like, here's what I would do with the movie, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. But it's nice to meet you. Like, he was perfectly nice, but...
Nah.
The studio wanted to try to do a sequel, and he's all right. I'll listen to people, and he just sat there having his bagel and enjoying himself. He's just a happy old rich hippie.
By the way, the guy was Donald Sutherland, and it was Animal House.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Donald
right.
Sutherland took a paycheck instead of
really
a piece of Animal
and
House.
he showed his ass in that
Yes,
movie, and
he
didn't.
absolutely
Oh.
did. And,
His old Donald Sutherland ass.
Yeah, that was a funny scene. Oh, here it is.
And he got paid nothing. I forgot what he told us at the time.
It was nothing.
It was
Well,
nothing.
the guy that plays Hoover in that is Jamie Widows, is a huge TV director now. He does
Is he
2.5
really?
Yeah, and he's like, and I work with. He did King of Queens a lot. And
Oh,
he's
wow.
like one of the nicest. God, he is just so ridiculously nice and has amazing Animal House stories about getting to work on that film and how they would divide up all the actors into the Omegas and the Deltas, and then they kind of started taking on.
Oh shit!
Like they started to sort of hate each other and they wouldn't like hang out with each other and they would kind of fight and he goes, there was a guy on the set and his only job was when they called the end of shooting every day was to hustle Belushi into a car and get him up to this house he was staying in because they didn't want him to stay on the set and party with people because he would drink everyone into the earth, basically. So they had to get him out of there as quick as they could.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was the guy's job is to get Belushi in the car and drive him away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to leave you guys.
Oh,
you guys
Jimmy.
keep chatting. I have to go. I have to go to the airport before noon.
No, I got to get.
Where are you flying to today?
Chicago. Doing a grand opening of a strip club.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, good money.
How long are you in Chicago for?
Tomorrow morning. I come home at 5
Oh.
Why?
There's a restaurant, if you ever go to Chicago, if you have time, go to a restaurant called Schwa. It is this guy is the best chef in the city. And even all the top chefs in Chicago, like, this is the best guy. He cranks death metal and gangster rap. There's no menu. You just go in there. It's this beautiful 22-seat white linen French restaurant where they are cranking metal. And he looks like Rasputin, and it's whatever he's bought that day, he cooks it and brings out the most insane shit.
Schwa?
Schwa.
I ate it fung. I wasn't impressed. Let me give out this number, 215-345-JOKE if you want to come October 11 and 12. I'm working on material at the Comedy Cabaret in Doylestown. It's an amazing small room in outside of Philly. It's fucking great. It's like a fucking 25 or 30-year-old comedy club.
Oh, that's and like small, so like not a lot of
150
seats.
seats maybe, like one of those places to work on material.
Yeah, the workout room.
The best.
You know what it's like, Jim? It's like you and I in the gym. It's the same thing that Jake did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like we're in the gym, right?
Yeah, it's almost
like sparring with the crowd.
Exactly, right?
It's almost like Sugar Ray peppering my fucking face and head for 45 minutes for $50.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing. And a watch.
And a watch, apparently.
And a watch.
A lot of watches.
And Patton, where are you going to be
Bye,
again,
guys.
there, brother?
Patton, good seeing you, buddy.
Good to see you too,
All
man.
right, Jimmy, have fun in Chicago.
I'm on Fallon tonight.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
on.
A little show called Jimmy Fallon.
Little show called Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, he's doing very well.
Yeah.
We're happy for him.
And then next Tuesday is Archie Holler season 2. Which I can't believe you guys haven't seen it. It is so up your alley.
Sounds great.
You can watch it fucking today.
Jesus Christ. Very cool. Penn, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Always.
Seriously.
Come in more often.
No, I will. When I come back, I
it doesn't have to be for a project. Just come in and hang. We love this.
Really, I can just come in. I didn't want to bum rush the show.
No, never. We've always had a piss when you come on.
Funny people, just come and hang.
I want to come in when Voss is on.
Oh, who doesn't?
And just, I'm serious. I do.
All right, we'll make that happen.
Okay, good.
We'll make that happen.
And here's the thing.
And happy birthday to young Sam Roberts, who's officially not young anymore.
30, yes.
The big 3-0 today.
Oh, you're getting up there, dude.
We remember.
How many times did you fight Sugar Ray?
So many times.
Yeah. That you lost the thread?
Again. No,
I fought Sugar Ray.
Oh, dude.
Diabetes.
Every time he would start that, I would look over at you guys.
I know.
And just those frozen smile. Okay.
See, the frozen smile.
Yeah.
Just
And God bless Jim just going, because the sugar. Right. Discovering it anew every time.
Jimmy gets a little nervous. He gets nervous sometimes because he knows that there's a possibility we're going to blow it up.
Thank God for Jimmy
So
today.
he jumps in and makes sure we don't.
Thank God
sometimes.
for him today.
Sweetie.
Oh, it's Lil Riley.
Yeah.
I guess Lisa's here.
All right, y'all. Happy birthday, Sam.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Patton, thank you. We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
time. And
Yes.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
The Opie and Anthony Show continues. Sort of. After O&A Live with Sam Roberts is next.